and disappointment in your voice there. Just resigned to the fact that...
I'm going to clean my tits off for the next 3 hours.
Sky, believe in better. Sky Network carriers and new broadband customers only.
Headache, it feels like a withdrawal headache. Sky Network the other week, last week.
If you're looking for credit, go to askocean.co.uk and see in seconds if you'll be...
You don't have to turn the telly off, mate.
Before you apply, checking doesn't affect your credit rating. And with a credit limit of up to £1,500, it's a no-brainer. Go to askocean.co.uk right now and get an answer in seconds. 39.9% APR representative variable. Intelligent Lending Limited is a credit broker. Capital One is exclusive lending.
1 2 1 2. Music's always best when it's live. So Sky Vegas bonus time.
You have fucked it up.
Baby's live right now.
Between 9 and 11 every night, our unmissable bonus
Right,
game.
well, go into the menu.
Can't even get on the menu.
Yes, you can.
Vegas.
Yes, you can. Go up. Go left. Press it and go
I've tried all
up.
these things.
Press it.
What do you think I'm doing?
Press another button then. I tell you what you're doing is you're winding me up.
When the fun stops, stop.
Look at
Across
that.
the UK, online and
Talk to them.
on DAB.
Talk Radio on the hour news headlines.
With news at 10, I'm Carl Hartley.
Could you pass me those
The
headphones and
journalist
turn?
No.
was reportedly shot dead in Kiev as appeared at a news conference, saying his murder had been staged to foil an alleged Russian plot to kill him. Kremlin critic Arkady Banchenko apologised to his wife,
yes, mate.
who he said
Sometimes
didn't
you
know
don't.
about the scheme.
Sometimes you will. Sometimes you won't.
Talk Radio.
Sometimes you need a lot of loving and sometimes you don't. Oh, I know I got the feeling, but I don't know why. Some say they will and some girls lie.
The credibility that you need for a normal functioning society where we expect dead people actually to be dead, not just plain dead as part of some police game.
Belgian officials said yesterday's killings in Liège are being treated as terrorist murders, and the investigation is now focusing on whether the attacker acted alone.
Turn this fucking television off!
You try it, and I bet you'll say, oh, I can't do it.
The White House says it's still aiming for peace talks with North Korea next month.
Don't
The
look
top
at me.
general from the country arrives in New
looks at me.
York. Kim Jong-chol will have dinner
Kim
with
Jong-chol.
US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo ahead of meetings tomorrow. Last week, Donald Trump said next month's historic summit...
What did you press and hold? What did you do? Did you press and hold it?
Fucking yes! That's the greatest moment of my life! Sadly, is actually the greatest moment of my life.
Did you press and hold it?
Oh, boily.
I'm going to put it back on and see if we do it again.
Police say...
Well, you won't be able to get it into that state.
And it's being suggested Tony the Tiger and the Honey Monster are
paedophiles.
stopped from promoting sugary snacks.
Sugary
MPs
snacks.
on a health committee want a ban on what they
That
call
is the greatest
brand-generating
achievement.
characters or licensed TV and film.
Got a license to kill.
Becoming a dry night for most of the UK and feeling warm with lows of 11.
The late night alternative.
This is all like a talent.
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
It's all like a polka. 991,000. Who's that on the line?
Hiya, Mark.
Hello there, Alan Caddick.
I'm not happy with tonight's Britain's Got Talent.
Oh, well, tell me who, because I'm going to the set of Britain's Got Talent on Friday morning for Good Morning Britain, and I'm also interviewing one of the acts tomorrow morning. So what happened?
Well, one of the public was comedy musician.
The what?
Comedy musician.
Oh, what, the bloke who was autistic? I'm only saying that because he kept saying it all the flipping time.
Yeah.
I actually thought his homophobic bullying of David Walliams was funny. I thought that was quite funny.
And the judges' vote tonight was a split decision.
Of course it was.
Between the magician Mark Spellman, we were Anton Deck's Garden Buzzer.
Hang on a minute. The what? You've got to say it again because I'm really struggling to...
Judges' vote was a split decision.
Yeah, got that.
Between Anton Deck's Garden Buzzer act.
Yeah, who?
Mark Spellman.
Flag Spellman.
No, Mark.
Mark Spellman, the magician.
Can I translate?
Yeah.
Do you remember that musician that did like a TED talk and banged on about his wife and kid the whole way through
Magician. You said musician.
Well,
no, magician.
He said musician.
You said musician?
Why is everyone saying musician? He's a magician.
Okay, sorry, I'm a bit confused.
And Amanda's Garden Buzzer act, a young lad who sang like Paul Potts.
That's
when we turned it off.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so who won? Spoiler alert.
A split decision, so he went back to the public vote.
Yeah.
And Amanda's got another one through.
Good. Didn't think Magician was that great.
No, but it could get through in the wild card.
Do they have to do the wild card that night?
No, but announce the results of the wild card on the final.
Well, here's the thing as well, though, because yesterday Simon Cowell put it, he was too much of a pussy to make a decision, so he gave it to the public.
What has happened to Simon? Simon used to be the one that would get straight in there and say someone, oh, stop milking the baby thing. These days, since he's had that kid of his own.
Since he's had a kid.
He has gone soft as.
Yeah, well, his face literally is soft as. But he doesn't even look like Simon Cowell. You know when Paul McCartney died and was replaced by a Scottish actor? That guy looks more like Paul McCartney than the new Simon Cowell looks like Simon Cowell. Can we start, bearing in mind this, I've got to tread carefully because I am now...
Pardon?
Sorry.
I am now a member of the ITV team and I will be going to the Britain's Got Talent set on Friday morning, but I doubt Simon Cowell will be there. So can we start a rumour, like Paul Weller died in a mini crash in the 90s and Paul McCartney died in a car crash in 1966. Can we start that rumour about Simon Cowell, that he died in a car crash in 1966? No, that's a little bit too specific. Can we start that rumour, Alan? Would you mind going around telling people that Simon Cowell died?
Come on, guys. Get tweeting. Let's get it trending.
Thank you very much indeed. Alan's army is here to stay. 03444991000. I've got a little bit of a headache tonight, guys. Maybe caffeine withdrawal, maybe sugar withdrawal, maybe happiness withdrawal. But we'll see what happens. This is the Late Night Alternative. Iain Lee, Katherine Boyle, Sam will be taking your calls. We're weeknights from 10 on Talk Radio. If you've got a Radar Diary, for the love of God, tick it now. And you can listen to us on DAB. You can download the app, or you can go to talkradio.co.uk. There's no hook, there's no catch, there's no question. You just phone in and have a chat. Me and Kath will sit and we'll talk nonsense for a little bit, and we'll just have a chat. It's not all nonsense. We played a really brilliant interview yesterday, and I say brilliant not because of my role in the interview, but because of the story being told and the people who told the story. And you may have missed it because I know some of you just listened for the first 40 minutes or first hour. But it honestly, it's an incredible story. It's Kirsten Ashby and her mum and dad, Paul and Lynn, or Lynn and Paul. And Kirsten was the young lady who was set alight by an absolute scumbag. Poured petrol on her and set fire to her. Awful. And it is just the story that has affected me. I was telling my wife about it today, and I started tearing up. I find it's such a story of horrible unpleasantness, completely unmanageable to anybody who's sane, but also of triumph, of will and family and love and achievement, and it's an incredible story, and it is now out as a podcast. So there's 2 podcasts from yesterday's show, would I be correct? A kind of light-hearted best of romp, and 35-40 minutes of me chatting to Kirsten and her family. We don't always plug the podcast because you know about it, but this one's really, really special, and it won't be for everyone. Some of you may find it triggering because, the descriptions of unpleasant and unthinkable violence. So just a little warning there, but I think it's an incredible story. It's an uplifting story, the way it kind of is panning out now. So you can get it on iTunes. You can go to the talkradio.co.uk website, click on podcasts. It's there, or your usual podcast providers. You'll find it. And if you can think of anyone who'd like to listen to it, then pass it on. 03444991000. Good evening, Wasim.
Evening, how's it going, mate?
Yeah, very well. What you got for us tonight?
Before I say anything, mate, I just want to say, the guy was saying yesterday I was aggressive. I think he was wrong. But what I was going to discuss is actually probably more about the LBC issue, so...
Okay.
I think that guy who tried pulling up Kath, and I think it was Kath who was saying about being middle class and living in a white area and, not living in Southall or...
that was a text that we had yesterday.
Yeah, from a knob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think accusing both of you of being, basically being out of touch, I think he was completely wrong. And I think people like that, unfortunately, there's too many people like that out there, and I think a lot of people are really decent deep down, but the problem is they don't speak to people from other cultures. And they don't make an effort, and they just hear stories in the Daily Mail and people like...
His problem seemed to be that he resented us for pushing what he sees as being some sort of evil agenda of living alongside each other.
Well, the evil agenda of being tolerant of people, which is what you both are.
Not even tolerant. I don't need to tolerate other people. Well, although some people you do. But, we're all...
You tolerate me.
We're all in it together. I was thinking about it, and it really it bugged me more than it should have. Because he's obviously an idiot. And I heard that tweet. He sent it to someone else earlier in the day. He sent it to George Galloway.
I got a really good email today. Really good email. Entitled, the subject heading was racist. So, you suggested, dear Ian, we didn't say, you suggested you weren't a dirty, horny racist. Well, how wrong are you, Ian? And you can unblock me from Twitter because I have the proof. LBC 2007. Listen to that then. You want me to go back and listen to a whole year of my output from 11 years ago where apparently I confessed to being a dirty, horny racist? Send me the clip, Carl Grant, if that is your name. I tried to find you on Twitter. I couldn't see who it was I blocked. Find me the clip where I confessed to being a dirty, horny racist and I'll play it out.
You're completely the opposite.
I would say two of those things are accurate, but I had a wash today.
Anyway, Wasim.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not going to take up too much time. I know you probably got loads of people trying to call you.
Literally no one else is on the switchboard. It's a quiet. Literally no one else.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I think people, unfortunately, because I was listening to LBC yesterday in the car.
Unfortunately,
yes. And was on doing his little thing that he normally does. And people were talking about Sharia laws going to take over the country and stuff. And
the usual lame phone-ins.
Exactly. I mean, come on, Sharia laws. It's never going to be a Muslim country. It's never going to be a Muslim country ever.
Well, I know, it's the usual. It's a late. I could get. We've got no callers, Wasim, and I'm glad that you and I have made peace. But we had Alan Caddick. It was a pleasure to hear from, and you, and that's it.
Seriously.
Okay, and that's it. And I know that I could get so many calls by going, well, Wasim, actually, people are worried about Sharia law and the impact. Call me now. Yeah. I could do all that.
It's very easy to do that, mate.
It's easy, but what's the point? I know it's nonsense. Farage knows it's nonsense. Everyone knows it's nonsense. But the thick racists, the ones that are upset and think it's a Jewish Zionist conspiracy that Tommy Robinson has just been sentenced to. Was it 13 months?
No.
And that is a story we should all be celebrating. That racist thug has been sent away for contempt of court.
I think there's someone above him making him do what he does.
No, do you know what I think? There is money in fear at the moment, and there are all sorts of people peddling it. You got Farage, you got Hopkins, and you got that chancer, and they realise that they can manipulate enough people to be able to turn a decent penny for
Here's the thing, we don't really do the heavy stuff, but I'm going to read the Tommy Robinson story because it's flipping brilliant, right? And people go, he's been censored, it's the Zionists, it's the liberal elite.
It's what happened when someone pretends to be a reporter but doesn't know the law.
Here's the thing, right? He was streaming live video footage of people who were being trialled on sexual assaults, right? That's contempt of court. That could screw up the case. That depending on what exactly was streamed, their lawyers could get that case thrown out of court. So then there's no justice. You wait for the sentencing. You wait for the guilty and not guilty. Then you protest.
But the thing is that you've got paedophiles in every culture now. You can't say. I mean, there are paedophiles out there, and they're very dangerous people, and we're all going to be against them, obviously. But why are you pinpointing?
Why is Tommy Robinson not filming outside Catholic churches and investigating what went on there? Why is he not doing that?
Pakistani community is involved in this. It's not true.
Because he's a racist little thug. Anyway. Wasim, thank you very much, mate. 0344 499 1000. We don't normally do the heavy stuff, but this story about Tommy Robinson, because I've seen so many people. His free speech has been sent. No, he broke the law. And he's broken the law quite a few times. That's why he got a good old stiff sentence.
So those are the same people that go, shut up, don't call him a racist.
Yeah, free speech. Jinx. Katherine Boyle. The fact that there's a great headline in the Mail. I'm surprised by the headline in the Mail. far-right activist jailed over rant outside court. The founder of the far-right English Defence League has been jailed for 13 months for contempt of court. Tommy Robinson, 35, was arrested after broadcasting on Facebook Live outside a court, putting a major trial at risk of collapse. He ignored a tight reporting restriction which prevents any reporting of the case until its outcome, likely to be later this year. And there are reasons that those rules are in place. That's why you won't hear when there's a case like that. We're not allowed to talk about it. You can't talk about it because let's do a fictional case, right? If there's a murder trial going on, right? And if there's a murder trial, and I go, what was it, Soham? Do you remember Soham?
Yeah.
There's a really famous clip. I'll see if I can find it on YouTube, right? So Ian Huntley and Maxine Carr were on trial, and I think they were local radio breakfast hosts. Did they actually do a phone-in? Do you think they're guilty?
He did. Come on, he did it, didn't he? Pretty much.
Now, here's the thing, right? If there's a juror who's driving into the court case and hears that in the morning, or, the relative says, "Do you hear Stephen Terry on the breakfast show?" They say you think he's guilty. That can influence someone. Or likewise, if you do it the other way and you go, "I don't think they're obviously innocent. This is a travesty of..."
Yeah, that's why the court does it.
Yeah.
But also think about it in the bigger picture. Say he had been innocent, right? Yeah. And he gets found innocent and been let go. But the popular press has somehow stoked up this fervour, and of course there is a fervour against paedophiles, and something happens to him.
Robinson's video, filmed during an hour-long racist rant. This is hard stuff from the Mail. This is the Daily Mail saying this. Robinson's video, filmed during an hour... Don't worry, we'll do the fun and laughter in a minute, I promise. The hour-long racist rant outside Leeds Crown Court on Friday was viewed 250,000 times. He tried to confront defendants as they went in. Wow, I didn't know he'd done that. And made prejudicial remarks in earshot of people entering, potentially including jurors. There you go. There you go. If he's out there going, they're guilty, they did it, and...
So he's filming everyone. So he doesn't know he could be filming victims?
Yep. Filming the jury. Filming everyone. Following his arrest, Robinson supporters protested outside Downing Street, claiming he was the victim of a conspiracy and had only been exercising his right to freedom of speech. Yesterday it emerged Robinson had been sentenced to 10 months in jail for contempt of court and a further 3 months for breaching a suspended sentence. Reporting of his imprisonment had also been restricted, but that's gone now. His lawyer, Matthew Harding, warned the right-wing activist would be in danger of being attacked by other inmates. But the judge said only an immediate jail term could be imposed. Far-right figures claim Robinson had been prosecuted for his beliefs. Gerard Batten, UKIP leader... And these are the scumbags that are defending this bloke. Said the arrest was reminiscent of a police state. Dutch anti-Muslim campaigner Geert Wilders tweeted, "Free Tommy Robinson, restore freedom of speech." Dear
Mind
God.
you, Tommy Robinson is probably free, because he's not Tommy Robinson. This is the name he's taken on. His name is Stephen Yaxley Lennon. Yeah. He's taken on the name. Do you know where Tommy Robinson came from?
Isn't it a left-wing?
No,
is he?
One of the MIGs, a Luton Town notorious hooligan, Tommy Robinson.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Oh, wow. Fun times. We can talk about that if you want, because it's a big old story and it's interesting. We don't normally, but I just if you think his freedom of speech has been that's the reason he's in prison, well, you're an idiot. You're a thick idiot. But you can give us a call 0344 499 1000. We'll also talk about docking in a bit and Spandau Ballet.
Talk Radio, talk and entertainment across the nation.
They're reforming, but they've got a new singer.
Give it some lift. Brighten up your mornings and take a brilliant break with Mike Graham on Talk Radio with the Sun Holiday Shop. Great value breaks all year round. Listen to Talk Radio every weekday morning from 10 for 3 hours packed full of fabulous features, great value guests and quick-fire calls on all of the day's top talking points. Don't miss Mike Graham every weekday morning from 10 on Talk Radio with the Sun Holiday Shop. Great value breaks all year round. Go to thesun.co.uk/holiday shop.
Cast your mind back and think. Were you ever contacted out of the blue for a pension review? Were you advised to move your work or personal pension into a SIP, self-invested personal pension?
Yes, I was.
You could be due thousands if you were missold. Money Redress are trusted claim specialists in pension and investment mis-selling. They'll manage the whole claim for you on a no payout, no fee basis, so you can't lose. Text WIN to 85077.
Up here on Ben Nevis, it's millions of years since the volcano was active. But Sky Vegas bonus time, well, that firecracker's active right now.
Between 9 and 11 every night, our unmissable bonus game is guaranteed to trigger in Sky Vegas bonus time. Only at Sky Vegas. Unexpect more. 18 plus, ends 3rd of July. Customers must be playing when bonus games randomly triggered. Minimum 20p stake. 3 spins must be claimed and used by midnight. Eligibility restrictions and further T's and C's apply. BeGambleAware.org. When the fun stops, stop.
Whoa, what's with the massive spotlight? It's your local Dulux Decorator Centre, centering on you. On me? On you and all our customers. See, everything we do, from online ordering 24/7 to rewarding you with nectar points, is centred on you. Blinding, eh? Blinding? I need my shades from the van.
From time-saving online ordering to nectar points with every purchase, you'll be happy talking to Dulux Decorator Centre. Find out more at duluxdecoratorcentre.co.uk or your local store. Dulux Decorator Centre, centred on you.
With the World Cup almost here, Red Driving School wants you. Red has just won the National Driving School Award 2018, and we're offering a special deal to join our team. There's never been a better time to pull on your instructing boots, as demand for driving lessons is rising. Instructor earnings are increasing. It's an open goal. Imagine first-rate training and support through to full qualification. Then work the hours you want, when you want. Come on, there's room on the Red team sheet for you. For details, visit reddrivingschool.com.
Set free your mind. Let your fancy take flight. Conversation gets curiouser by the glow of moonlight.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You can do. Let's go to Simon.
Hello?
Hello, Simon.
Is that the Sharia law Brexit phone-in?
Yes, it is, and it's great. Welcome to the Brexit boys and the Sharia sisters.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for approaching such delicate subjects on your radio
That's
station.
what we do.
Yep. I used to listen to this station called LBC. It was a little bit like this.
Except rubbish.
Well, I was going to say it was utter crap, actually, but yeah, rubbish would do. Rubbish would do. I'm ringing in just to say a couple of things. First of all, thank you and well done for the interview with the young lady that got burned.
Oh, Kirsten, it was a cracking. She told it brilliantly. I thought absolutely brilliantly.
Well, I thought you didn't do bad, actually.
Well, I didn't have to do anything. I had to sit there and listen. Her dad emailed me today, and he said, "Let me read this email out from Dad, because it was. Hang on a minute, Paul. Let me find out where it is." Our phone hasn't stopped ringing with friends and family. They all praise you for being good and a lovely man with Kirsten, as well as saying what a lovely interview it was to listen to. I cannot thank you enough. There we go. Isn't that nice? And they were nervous. You know, she was nervous. You know, and I'm thrilled. And it's out as a podcast, and it's just an incredible story. And for me, radio is all about stories. And man alive, that is one story.
I was listening, obviously, whilst working last night.
Yes.
Now, I don't recall hearing. Did they get the guy?
Yep.
And is he inside?
Yep. He's been sentenced to 19 years.
Not enough, really, is it?
No, it's not. But as they said, that's longer than murderers get. It's longer than murderers get.
Well, I suppose.
But you know that doesn't mean that that's long enough. But no, he got sentenced, and while he was in court, he was blowing kisses to his girlfriend.
Oh.
And every time the judge sort of asked him a question, he sort of rolled his eyes and did that, you know, Kevin and Perry. Yeah, you know. So that's the kind of, you know, bloke that you're dealing with. He don't care. No remorse. And the girlfriend, no remorse. Shameful behaviour.
This is the thing as well, because the girlfriend was, from what it sounded like, the girlfriend was not part of it, but she was sort of. She didn't do anything to discourage it or stop it.
No, and
she's not been prosecuted at all?
No, she's not. And was it 4 or 5 kids?
They've got
4.
Five
maybe
in
five
total,
kids.
But there were two there, weren't there?
And two of the youngest were there watching it, Simon, and the kids are still living with the mum. I don't know what the best thing is. That don't sound ideal to me. I don't want to take kids away from a mum, but that doesn't sound like the greatest setup. It's just horrific. It's just horrific.
These are the kids that Kirsten chose not to burn.
Yeah, she saved their lives. She saved their lives. That was the twist in the story that I hadn't known until I met her. She saved their lives, man. She's a hero. A hero.
But what is wrong with the justice system in this country?
Well,
why is she not banged up as well? And the kids.
What, Kirsten? She didn't do anything wrong. Oh, the mum. I see what you meant. Well, I don't know, and we don't know how these things work. It was him that did it, and I don't know, but I think that the family now are focused on protecting Kirsten's little girl, and helping them, all of them, heal each other. And they're a good family, man, and they'll get there. It's going to be hard work.
They sound it.
It's going to be hard work, but they'll get there.
Can I just say something a little bit un-PC? It's not. It is broadcastable. Don't worry. Just that I hope that piece of.
Okay. All right. That's okay. I know what you're saying, and I understand the emotion, but I get what you're saying, Simon. Thank you for the call. But we try and. I'm certainly not one for the death penalty. Then it's not my daughter, so who knows? Anyway.
I hope he realises what he's done. I hope he tries to change.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something? But the focus is on Kirsten and Paul and Lynn. And I've had a sister whose name escapes me, but tweeting me. Donna, yeah, thank you. Donna tweeting me, and a couple of Kirsten's friends, and a couple of people messaged me on Facebook saying that I didn't know Kirsten. I used to see her at Pink Punters, which is this club in
it's a good club.
Big old building, isn't it?
Gay bar was.
Yeah, yes, and I had a couple of people say I didn't know her, but I used to see her around, and I've been following the story from a distance, and I was just, it was lovely to hear her, and so, there's a lot of love out there for her, and that is important. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Here's Andre.
Hi, I thought I'd just check in.
Yeah, just drop in to check in to see what condition your condition was in.
Yeah, not too bad. I'm sorry I couldn't get me lappy going.
That's okay, mate.
It was lagging a bit.
Probably the amount of booze.
Yeah.
Went a bit floppy.
I'm going to try and liven it up a bit tonight, actually, for you.
Okay.
It was not right this minute, a bit later on, if that's okay.
Oh, wow, Andre's teasing us.
I'm just trying to set the mood for a bit later on in the show.
Okay, mate.
That could be up and running, ready to go straight away.
Well, you reckon you're going to get double bubble tonight, do you?
Well, if that's all right with you, Kath,
Exactly, that's the attitude, right? No, not Ian, me.
Well,
it's me.
Yeah, all right, Kath. Am I allowed to have double bubbles tonight?
Let's see how you do. Let's see how you do in the next couple of minutes.
All right, okay. What would you like to know? What
You rang me.
All right, don't answer a question with a question, Kath.
I didn't. I said you rang me.
Oh, okay then. All right then. So, what would you like me to sing later for you? Name an artist.
You're assuming you're coming on later again.
Come on, what is going on? Guys. Andre and Catherine, listen. Either...
Whose job is it to decide who gets on?
Right, listen.
Mine.
Either have sex with each other, or just somehow get rid of this animosity.
Is there not a third way?
Yeah, there is. Are you into that?
No, I'm not answering that.
No, good.
No, Cass, look, listen, right, you are me and I'll sing it. Think of an artist, not a PR artist, and I'll sing it for you, yeah? How's that?
Go on, think of an artist, any artist.
All right, what about a bit of...
bearing in mind he only knows sort of punk and new wave from about 78 to 82.
Well, I mean, recently it was Kylie Minogue's birthday. I think it's what the old girl would want.
Yeah.
Oh, she's lovely. Kylie Minogue's beautiful.
No, I don't mean she'd want you. Could you sing a song?
Oh.
Originally by Kylie Minogue.
Yeah, I'll sing you one.
Go on.
No, not now, when my lappy's on.
All right, well, you get your lappy on, Andre, and we'll listen. If Catherine allows a double bubble, we'll let you come on and celebrate Kylie turning 50.
Yeah, cheers, Ian.
Good lad, there we go. 0344 499 1000. It was a thrusting show yesterday. I think it's going to be a slightly slower one tonight, but I can live with that. I was going to look... What was I going to look up? Oh, let me see if I can find that radio clip. the number of women calling has dropped off again a little bit. We're the only show on this station, and one of the few phone-in shows I would imagine on any station, where the audience split is 50% men and women, which is great. And I just wonder,
Thing is, the women have got more sense than to ring up.
Yeah, I think they're probably.
They're certainly not going to get their lappies out for you.
Well, as long as you're happy listening, that's the main thing. As long as you're happy listening. 03.
But to be honest, sometimes we could do with a bit of injection of sense.
Yes, you women could.
What?
03444991000. This is Talk Radio.
Driving home with Eamon Holmes.
Your number one drive time destination.
High revving radio with Eamon Holmes.
Showbiz news, current affairs, big names, special guests. If it's happening, we're on it.
Get home with Holmes.
Driving home with Eamon Holmes. Weekdays from 4
on Talk Radio. Experience the unconventional.
Hello?
The unpredictable.
Don't you think that's a bit weird?
And the completely unorthodox.
It was my birthday.
With rule-free Iain Lee.
I was just trying to generate a bit of content.
The late night alternative with Iain Lee.
Hate alarm clock. Hate going to work.
On Talk Radio.
No, I can't find that clip from the local radio thing.
I remember it though. Let me try and find it.
You try and find it. Catherine's got a computer tonight, so she's back in the New York groove. 03444991000 is the telephone number if you would like to give us a call. Give us a call about anything. We started off on a slightly heavy trip, ma'am, but you can give us a call about absolutely anything you want. I'm a bit tired today, bit of a headache, and I'm doing Good Morning Britain tomorrow, so I'm up early. So when these are the nights I get 2.5 hours sleep. So I'm kind of conserving my energy so that I've got some for tomorrow. And I'm doing it Friday as well, I'm living the dream. I'm having the time of my life. Let's go to Duncan. Good evening, Duncan.
Oh yeah, you alright, buddy?
I'm alright, Duncan, yes. My finger, isn't it funny? You get a vibe. And as soon as you started speaking, my finger went to the dump button. Just hovering over the dump button.
But I have a science that could save the world. I've got a gift to the world that I'll give for free over the radio.
Okay, sounds great. What is it?
Yeah, perpetual motion. Honestly, got it.
Perpetual motion.
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, how do you do it?
Yeah, right. Like a tap in the sea. Lower at the bottom than it is at the top for siphoning. Get the water going siphoning through. And you got it. There's all the turbines and everything.
So hang on a minute. How is that? I don't think you know what perpetual motion is.
Yeah, no, I probably. It's actually, I was thinking about creating energy. Is what I'm thinking.
Yes, and your idea of creating energy is to do something that's impossible by the laws of physics, creating perpetual motion.
Yeah,
and your idea for that is to put a tap in the sea.
Yeah, well, no, like you siphon it off like petrol from the sea into the sea, and then it just go back into the siphon.
Oh, I see. So you've got a siphon that goes through the crust of the earth into where petrol is. Petrol.
No. For water, just water turning turbine.
So you're siphoning water back into the sea. So what? Someone would have to put the rubber tube in the sea, and then someone would have to do a suck, and then pull it away before the salty waters are in their mouth.
It keeps going, doesn't it?
Do you know what, mate? You're a genius.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
What on earth was that?
That was the call of the night so far. Angela.
Sorry, Ian. Hi, Ian.
You sound surprised. You sound surprised to be on the radio.
Very noisy.
Yeah, the kid went off in the middle of the call.
Hang on a second. Alexa, fart. It does, apparently.
Does it?
Hey, Google, fart. Oh, yeah. Apparently it does. My boys told me. Anyway, Angela, so where are you?
In bed playing on my games.
Oh.
What games are you playing in bed? Kinky games?
No. Just my normal, like this. You know, like the garden scrape and all that. And
You got the garden scraper out?
Yeah.
Are you scraping your garden in bed?
No, I won't do that. I've got a garden. You know that garden scape? The game? on Kindle.
Catherine did something there that she does to me very rarely, maybe once every 4 years. She sort of looked at me and pulled her face as if to say, you went a bit too far there, mate.
Please.
I'm just warming up.
Well, that's the problem.
I wanted to ask you something, actually.
Yeah.
There's a caller that he hasn't rang in for a few months, and that's Jonathan.
Well, I don't know if that... Well, can you find out where that is? Because I think there is stuff going on in Jonathan's life. Funny enough, we were just talking about Tommy Robinson and contempt of court and things. I think...
It's not, I think.
Yeah, I think stage 1 is complete. I think it's stage 2 is now in the thing.
Let's not go there. He's busy.
He's busy.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
But
he's very busy, yeah.
Oh, never mind anyway. I hope he's okay.
Okay. So, so you're playing games in bed?
Yeah.
And listening to the radio. It sounds like a perfect Wednesday evening.
It does, doesn't it? Because it's a bit boring on telly, isn't it?
Oh, I don't really watch telly, apart from Britain's Got Talent, which is my favourite show. Well, thank you, Angela. I tell you what, hang on, let's play a game with Angela.
Oh, God, what are we playing with Angela?
I want to play with... no. Do you know the yes-no game?
Hello?
Hello?
Sort of.
Do you know the yes-no game?
Maybe.
Okay, so...
She knows it.
There are 2 words you're not allowed to say, okay? So, what are those words?
The 2 words that you mentioned.
Okay, well done. She's on fire. Okay, this is great. So, do you have a good day today?
Not really.
Why?
Naff day.
Why was it a naff day? What happened?
That's the stuff, but I'm alright.
Okay, you sure you're alright?
I'm alright, mate.
Oh, okay, alright, mate. Good. You got to answer a little bit quicker than that. So what game are you playing?
Some strange game.
And you're playing it on your phone?
Kind of.
Well, what do you mean, kind of?
It's on my Kindle.
Oh, your Kindle. I've not got a Kindle. Are they any good?
It can be, but sometimes it can't download some of the Google apps.
What was the last Google app it couldn't download?
It was something to do with magazines, like, you know, newspapers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you couldn't do that.
You can read newspapers on a Kindle?
Oh, yeah.
Hey! She had 1 second to go! Kiss it, Angela! Bye, loser! Bye! She had 1 second to go!
That naff day just got naffer.
That 1 second! She's on 59 seconds! And I knew it!
She was good, though.
I have a reason for why I think some people are good. And other people are not good.
Better concentration.
No, they're thick.
No!
Well, let's put this theory to the test tonight, okay? Are people who are good at the yes... Can we find any intelligent people that are good at the yes-no game?
How do you define intelligent?
Well, clever.
Right, how are you defining clever?
Bright.
Yeah, but how are you measuring cleverness?
By the way they speak.
All right, posh then. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I think so.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio. For those about to talk, we salute you.
Soccer Aid for UNICEF returns to ITV on Sunday, June the 10th. And now you can be part of a team like no other. While Robbie's England and Usain's World 11 prepare for Old Trafford, we need your support to help children in danger around the world. A penalty shootout, a bake-off or a quiz. There's loads of ways you can raise money this Soccer Aid. Join the team and help children live happy, healthy, safe lives. Get your free fundraising pack right now at socceraid.org.uk.
Ocean credit card. If you're looking for credit, go to askocean.co.uk and see in seconds if you'll be accepted for an Ocean credit card before you apply. Checking doesn't affect your credit rating, and with a credit limit of up to 1,500 quid, it's a no-brainer. Go to askocean.co.uk right now and get an answer in seconds. 39.9% APR representative variable. Intelligent Lending Limited is a credit broker. Capital One is the exclusive lender. askocean.co.uk.
This is the sound of a broken boiler.
Yeah.
Oh. And having to fork out for a new one.
Oh.
Then finding out you can get interest-free credit until the 31st of May.
Oh. Go us.
Not blowing your savings on a new boiler feels good. We're with you. Search British Gas New Boiler. Credit subject to status, conditions apply.
So what do you fancy for lunch?
McDonald's? Great Taste of America's back with a Tex-Mex stack.
What's that then?
Legend has it, there are 2 beef burgers.
Oh, yeah?
Spicy sauce, crispy nachos, and a hot and spicy bun. What do you say, amigo?
Yee-haw!
Great Taste of America is back at McDonald's. Go all out for the kickin' Tex-Mex stack. Crispy nachos, pepper jack cheese, and a spicy smoky sauce. Around until 12th of June. Available from 10:30am, subject to availability, participating restaurants only.
1 2 1 2. Music's always best when it's live. Same as Sky Vegas bonus time. And that baby's live right now.
Between 9 and 11 every night, our unmissable bonus game is guaranteed to trigger in Sky Vegas bonus time. Only at Sky Vegas. Unexpect more. 18 plus, ends 3rd of July. Customers must be playing when bonus games randomly triggered. Minimum 20p stake. 3 spins must be claimed and used by midnight. Eligibility restrictions and further T's and C's apply. BeGambleAware.org. When the fun stops, stops.
George McTavish, Neephead Galloway, you have been found guilty of presenting dangerously compelling radio. How do you plead?
Guilty, as charged. Never said that before.
The mother of all talk shows with George Galloway.
Join me for 3 hours of double galvanized opinion, supercharged debate, and highly energized crystalline vision.
Radio Free Galloway.
Knock me right down and I'll bounce right back.
The mother of all talk shows with George Galloway. Innocent until proven guilty.
Friday nights from 7 on the nation's new home of sizzling debate, Talk Radio. Maybe you can't handle the truth.
The late-night lip service for lovers, loners, and lounge lizards.
Yeah, well, where exactly is your accent from?
The late-night alternative with Iain Lee.
I've forgotten your name already, excuse me.
On Talk Radio.
03444991000. Let's go to Dredge. Good evening, Dredge.
Hello, how are you today? And remember, I need the listeners. Anyway.
I haven't looked at the video that you sent me, and Dan has sent me one. This is for the show on Sunday. I asked Dredge and Dan to send me a video, and I've not looked at it because I'm so overwhelmed by this whole... Not by the number of videos, but by I'm just really regretting booking this thing on Sunday night, because I just think it's going to be... honestly, I think it's going to be a disaster. And
you
I
always
haven't...
do that, though.
No, I know, but this is like a really technical thing as well, and I've not gone through the camera. I've got to set up the cameras before we go there with Matty, and I've not done that yet. And it's all going to happen on Saturdays, is when I do all this. I'll put it off to the last minute, maybe even Sunday morning. So I'm not being rude. I am ignoring your tweets, but not in a rude way.
Just in the usual way.
In the usual way.
I'm ignoring yours, that's all right.
Good.
Don't worry.
Okay, fine. Then we're quits.
I love you guys together.
What you got for us, Dredge? Yes.
So, yeah, I just saw on Twitter, actually, you've got all these new books. What's the Robin Williams one about? That's about Robin Williams, I know, but what sort of thing is that?
It's a new biography that I don't even know if it's out. No, it should be. I think it came out last week. It's a new biography about Robin Williams that goes... I guess my friend Lance has just messaged me saying it's a really depressing read, as one would imagine it being, with him, taking his own life at the end. But yes, it's supposed to be great. Danny Baker was raving about it the other day as well. I saw it a couple of weeks ago and we just got a copy of it. So yes, I got that. Got a book about the 60s pop group The Association, which a sort of friend of mine, Malcolm, wrote. And I think that's it.
I saw Robin Williams once. Do you know that?
No, I don't know that.
What do you mean on the telly? I saw him.
Shut up! Shut up! Dredge's got a story. Let him tell his story.
Tell us a story.
I saw him live on the television. I went to see when he was on Graham Norton not that long ago, not that many years ago, and it was just I was so grateful to have seen that. Because it was sort of a magical experience. Sounds a bit of a cliche, but it was incredible. I mean, it really was amazing to see him.
Why? Why was it incredible?
Because of the way he reacted to in the moment to the live audience.
Yeah.
Like he was brilliant with people in the audience. I mean, I think that was the thing that set him apart. And the weird thing about Robin Williams was, to me, was not only was he like probably the funniest person there's ever been, but he's this incredibly brilliant, serious actor as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have you ever seen Dead Poets Society?
Yeah, I've ever seen Dead Poets. Of course I've seen Dead Poets Society. Have you ever seen The World According to Garp?
I've seen almost all of that, but then I had to go to bed.
What, did your mum make you go to bed?
Yeah.
Greg, stop watching that bloody Ponzi film and go to bed! Oh, Mum.
That sounds just like her, actually. That's worrying.
What was the film where he played a Russian seeking asylum? No, what do they call it? Defection. Russian wanting to defect to America. What was that?
Seize the Day?
I'll seize your day in a minute.
Thank you.
I don't know.
But, and it's interesting that Steve Martin's quoted on the front of that book, it looks like, because I don't think they got on for quite a while. Because they both did Waiting for Godot as a play, and I remember reading some of them, they didn't get on.
Well, didn't Robin Williams, he kept, improvising and stuff, and Steve Martin was wanting to stick faithfully to the script, and Robin Williams was improvising. I don't know. I'm halfway through the updated version of the Saturday Night Live book. Just under halfway through.
New York.
Yeah, it's the because I had the old version, but they've updated it, so I treated myself to that. So I'm
You know Bill Murray's over here or something. He's coming over really soon.
Is he?
Yeah, because he's doing something at the South Bank, some really bizarre thing that nobody wants to go and see. He's like reading out some poetry over some music or something.
Hang on, what? Bill Murray at the South Bank? He won't do an interview because he never does interviews. Bill Murray, South Bank.
I don't know whether it's certainly very soon. Yeah.
Bill Murray and Jan Vogler. Here we go.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Live at the South Bank. Here we go.
He's good, isn't he, Yang?
Yeah, I love a bit of Jan Vogler. Checking your browser before accessing South Bank. Here we go. South Bank Centre. Bill Murray and Jan Vogler present New Worlds. Comic actor Bill Murray and cellist Jan Vogler perform selections from their theatrical album New Worlds. Do you know what? I'd heard about this before, actually.
Sounds rubbish.
The album is a blend of classical music and literary readings exploring themes of American history and identity. I've seen some of this.
That sounds like a good old laugh.
Yeah, and also the cheapest tickets are £45. Yeah, no,
it's not for me.
No,
I
think I'm unless we can blag free tickets, Catherine. See if we can blag some free tickets. In which case I'd love to go for the first half of the first half.
You could sort of go backstage and record him.
Well, you could heckle him.
And then play that.
Let's see how much of an improviser he is when someone's calling him a tosspot.
I mean, Bill Murray is, like, the best. For me, Groundhog Day is the best film ever made. You know, I think it can't be beaten. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it can be, but look, I don't want to get into that. I've just timed someone out on YouTube for saying Gladiator is the best film created, period. He's timed out for that.
Why do you say period?
Yeah, he's an American. He should just put a full stop. He did put a full stop. Full stop means period, and period means full stop.
But the interesting thing about Robin Williams, very quickly, is he didn't do stand-up over here for a long, long time because he sort of bombed over here at one point.
Right.
He came over, he supported Lenny Henry of all people. I think it might have been in Windsor.
Yeah.
And he came on and died.
Wow.
And he never didn't do stand-up here for years and years after that. There you go.
There you go. Dredge, thank you very much indeed. Up your bum, 0344 499 1000. Good evening, Dan.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Ian?
Yes?
Do you think that Richard Madeley, or however you pronounce his surname, Richard Madeley, perfectly represents and sums up a perfect example of a modern-day Alan Partridge?
Well, funny you mentioned Madeley, because I did want to... I've not seen that clip of him where he interviews...
The quicksand one. The quicksand. And he talks about quicksand.
No, there's a recent one where he loses
Gavin
patience.
Williamson.
Yeah, he
let's
loses
have a listen. Let's have a quick listen to... Let me see if I can find it. Because I wanted to play this. Here we go. This is Richard Madeley interviewing Gavin Williamson, who's Tory Minister for Defence, I think. Mm-hmm. And this is on Good Morning Britain. Just indulge us 2 minutes here, Dan. Hang on. Here we go.
Well, I'd like to pay tribute to the health service personnel.
No, sorry, can you answer the question? No. I'm sure you do want to pay tribute to them. No, Mr. Williamson. I asked you a straight question. We can talk about tributes to the health services in a minute. Do you regret using that kind of casual language? That's the question. Could you answer that question, please?
Well, what we saw is an atrocious attack on British soil. You saw British, British citizen.
He said the Russians should go away and shut up, I think.
And actually how we responded to that is the world united behind Britain.
Yes.
And
Do you regret telling Russia to shut up and go away? Mr. Williamson, please answer the question. Mr. Williamson, you're just not answering the question. Mr. Williamson, I'm asking the question not on my behalf, but on behalf of our viewers. So on behalf of the viewers, would you please answer the question? Do you now regret telling a nation-state to shut up and go away? Do you think that was too casual an expression? Can you please answer that question?
Well, I think that what everyone saw is Russia's actions against our citizens in a city here in the United Kingdom.
Yes, you're telling us what we know. We know what happened in the city. We know what happened in Salisbury. We know how atrocious it was. We know how close these people came to death. The question is, I'll try it one more time. Do you regret using very casual Trump-esque language like shut up and go away? Please don't tell me what happened, because we know what happened. Do you regret using that language? That is the question.
Well, what was right is actually we came together with our allies and made it absolutely clear to Russia that they couldn't act in that behaviour, and I think that was the right thing to do.
Interview terminated because you won't answer the question. Good luck with the African Elephant project. That is an excellent thing to do, but it would be helpful if you answered a straight question with a straight answer.
That was the Defence Secretary, Gavin Williamson, there, also joined by Major James Cohen. They were talking about troops being deployed to Malawi and not talking about what he had to say about Russia.
What are these politicians like? You give them a straight question. It would have been so easy to say, no, I don't. I think it was an appropriate expression, or to say, yes, probably on reflection, I should have perhaps been a little more formal.
Good for him.
I think that's brilliant.
Good for him.
I always wish in those situations that every single journalist that follows asks the same question.
Yeah. Good for him. There you go. There you go, Dan. Was that Partridge?
Well, yeah. I mean, do you agree? Because I think he's mately Partridge.
Well, you just refer back to the bit that you just heard.
Well, yeah, I did. I saw that clip. I think that was the one that I retweeted on Twitter.
Right. Well, so you weren't the only one. But tell me why that is Alan Partridge.
Well, because it's just classic, like.
No, forget the voice. The voice you can't do anything about. Tell me why that specific bit there was Alan Partridge. Where is there an Alan Partridge bit similar?
Because in Alan Partridge, obviously.
Well, where, Dan? Give me an example.
In Alan Partridge's greatest countdown to 19.
Dan, give me an example, because that to me was a ballsy bit of broadcasting. If I'm completely honest.
Right.
I'll ask the question again. Can you tell me why that last clip was in any way similar to Alan Partridge?
Because it's very, very fast talking. It's very, very straight to the point.
No. People do a lot of fast talk. People talk fast, right? Just, Dan, please. This is the fourth time I've asked you. Can you answer the question? How does that clip we just played there in any way reference or remind you of Alan Partridge? And please answer the question.
I just did. With the voice mixed in with...
Right, well, thanks, Dan. Thank you, Dan. Thanks, Dan. If you're not going to answer the question, mate, I'm not going to... I hadn't seen that clip, and I'd read about it, and it was better than I thought it was going to be. It was better.
I've not been a huge fan of his in the past, because I think he can be a little bit daft. But that was beautiful.
Well, here's the thing. I take people on face value, right? And I apologise to him for being rude about his family 20 years ago on a TV show. And he had every right to tell me to jog on, to say, well, to lecture me.
To blank you.
He went, it was on the 11 o'clock show. So that's the business. I said, he said, yeah, no, don't worry about it. Forget it, that's the business. Anyway, and he started talking about, Anne, from Ant and Dec, And I found him to be absolutely lovely and charming, and he's a little bit bumbling. But that's a brave bit of broad to do that on a mainstream breakfast magazine show live. That's ballsy, man. In respect, because we've had politicians. That's Steve Baker. Remember Steve Baker? What absolute bell cheese that bloke was. The Conservative MP for I don't know where, who knew that this school for children with severe disabilities, and who knew months before the parents said this school was going to close down, knew months before, and didn't do anything about it, didn't seem that bothered. And when we questioned him about it, and I was working for the BBC, he had a pop about the licence fee.
He didn't see the point in intervening on behalf of his constituents.
No. And the arrogance of some of these politicians, and yeah, that bloke had been gotten on to talk about something else, but
he's a politician and a high-ranking one. The other thing is, since the sort of Tony Blair years, when they were given that extra polish, they were given media training, they knew exactly how to, or they thought they knew exactly how to manipulate the press to be able to get across their message. And then, of course, it backfired hugely with things like, it was Ed Miliband who kept saying the same thing over and over again, and they just ran the whole clip to show just how impossible it is to interview some of these people. They've been owned.
Media training doesn't work. If you ever hear an interview with an MP, a councillor, or someone who's potentially in trouble, and they say, well, first off, I'd just like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to... Then they've been media trained, all you're going to get is bullshine. 03444991000 is the telephone number if you want to give me a call. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio, the 21st century dream team of dialogue, debate and discourse.
Talk Radio, give it some lift.
Brighten up your mornings and take a brilliant break with Mike Graham on Talk Radio with the Sun Holiday Shop. Great value breaks all year round. Listen to Talk Radio every weekday morning from 10 for 3 hours packed full of fabulous features, great value guests and quick-fire calls on all of the day's top talking points. Don't miss Mike Graham every weekday morning from 10 on Talk Radio with the Sun Holiday Shop. Great value breaks all year round. Go to thesun.co.uk/holiday shop.
Kate Galloway wasn't rude. She's the host of the TV show. That's how TV shows work. They have to steer it. That's how these things work.
For £18 a month. Big shot. Watch England take on Pakistan, Australia and India with every home test, one-dayer and T20 match live. Yes! Plus, live cricket every month of the year, including the ICC World Cup, all for £18 a month. Search by Sky Sports. Requires Sky TV subscription. 31 days notice to cancel. Further terms apply.
Imagine a place where you can find peace of mind for your business. You'll find it at the Ford Business Week event, with up to 3 years free servicing and maintenance when you finance a new Ford car or commercial vehicle on Ford contract hire between the 2nd and 10th of June. Experience the Ford range, including the self-charging Mondeo Hybrid and much more at your nearest Ford dealership. Ford. Together, we go further.
Provided by ALD Automotive, subject to status, business users only. You will not own the vehicle. Servicing and maintenance excludes tyre repair and replacement. Maximum mileage applies. Selected vehicles only. See Ford.co.uk for more information.
Up here on Ben Nevis, it's millions of years since the volcano was active. But Sky Vegas bonus time, well, that firecracker's active right now.
Between 9 and 11 every night, our unmissable bonus game is guaranteed to trigger in Sky Vegas bonus time. Only at Sky Vegas. Unexpect more. 18 plus, ends 3rd of July. Customers must be playing when bonus games randomly triggered. Minimum 20p stake. 3 spins must be claimed and used by midnight. Eligibility restrictions and further T's and C's apply. BeGambleAware.org. When the fun stops, stop.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio, on the hour news headlines.
With the news at 11, I'm Carl Hartley. A Russian journalist who was reportedly shot dead in Kiev has appeared at a news conference saying his murder was staged to foil an alleged plot by Moscow to kill him. Kremlin critic Arkady Banchenko apologised to his wife, who apparently had no idea about the fake death. Given his response on Talk Radio earlier was Mark Galeotti, a Russian scholar and author.
As far as the Russians are concerned, they're trying to create a world in which no one knows what the hell is true and what the hell is false. And the more bizarre stories that come up, I mean, the Russians love it, because basically it means that they get to define what reality is.
Russia's foreign ministry has condemned the staged assassination, but said it was happy Banchenko was alive. 2 illegal immigrants are facing jail after admitting fraudulently claiming £100,000 by lying about being Grenfell Tower victims. Elaine Douglas and Tommy Brooks from Jamaica were put up in hotels for nearly a year. Meanwhile, at the inquiry into the disaster, the families of the actual victims have been remembered. It's the last day that tributes will be made. Bernadette Bernard's brother, Raymond, was among those killed.
My beloved Ray was my modern-day Moses, my hero. He was my Ray, a brother that I admired for his strength, his kindness, his patience, and above all his belief that good would always prevail over evil.
A North Korean official has arrived in New York for talks with the US Secretary of State. Kim Yong-chol will meet with Mike Pompeo ahead of the potential summit between the leaders of the two countries next month. Islamic State claims the man who killed 4 people in the Belgian city of Liège was one of its soldiers. Benjamin Herman was on a short-term release from prison. And tennis, Cameron Norrie has taken his second-round French Open match with Lucas Pouille into the second day. The British number 3 was 2 sets down, but won the third 7-5 to keep his hopes alive. They'll be back on court tomorrow. Becoming a dry night for most of the UK and feeling warm with temperatures down to 11.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
I've got so many fucking versions of this.
I hear the drums echoing tonight. She hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:35.
No, it's a different one.
Reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some long forgotten words or ancient melody. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting down for you. Restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right. As sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seem to cure what's deep inside, crying off this thing that I've become.
These are, I think, Dutch. Slovenian. Slovenia is different to Slovakia, yeah? Here's the chance for the girls to shine. They like doing mum singing and mum dancing.
Hurry boy, she's waiting down for you.
The drums as he does it. Such a fucking good song. It's called Africa. It's by a band called Toto, but this is a cover version.
Never heard it before.
Down in Africa, I bet the rain down in It's a great song. It's a song called Africa. The band that originally did it are called Toto, but this is a cover version from very rare cover version from my extensive collection of cover versions, primarily of that song. And we'll be playing some more of those over the next few months.
It's a great song. I can't believe I've not heard it before.
Let's go to Glenn. Big up yourself, Glenn.
Evening, Ian. Evening, Kath.
Hello.
Good evening, Glenn.
Fantastic to hear another cover of Africa.
Have you heard one before, then?
I think I've heard a couple on your show.
No, mate. You may be thinking of George Galloway in the mornings, because that's the first one we played.
Oh, no, I was thinking of the S-word censored recorder version.
Oh, the shitty flutes.
I love those.
Yeah.
We've got a version, the next version you hear of that song is going to be played by a chicken. And that's true.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I bought tickets to come and see you guys in Glasgow today.
Yes! Hey, well, we're not playing in Glasgow today.
Oh.
No, not today. I mean, September. But
Hey, September the 2nd.
I've been outside the venue for 2 hours.
Hey, nice one, Matt. Are you coming on your own? Are you coming with someone?
I'm bringing my girlfriend.
I'm lucky for her.
Hasn't been a fan of yours as long as I have, but she'll become acquainted to the...
Generally, about 50% of our audience is girlfriends, although actually quite often boyfriends, that have been dragged along by their partner, who love the show, love this show, love it, listen to it, would fall asleep, listen to it at night, and their partner's like there because it's like they just love them so much that they'll go, but actually
or they want to see a film that they won't see unless they do a quid pro quo.
The number of girlfriends and boyfriends, Glenn, have come up to me after the show and said, I don't really listen to you, I don't like you, but he thinks you're great. Oh, hundreds, honestly, hundreds. Well, thank you, man. I hope we're really excited about going to Scotland, and we hope people come.
I'm looking forward to it, and I was just wondering if I could quickly share something sentimental and sappy with you.
Yeah, of course. Are you going to propose to her at the venue? Because I don't really like that, but I might make an exception for you.
Well, for the here and now, the last time I phoned you both was about a year ago, and it was just to share with you both then that I'd been made redundant. And the year that has preceded has been quite difficult for me, emotionally and professionally. But I've that night that I phoned you was just because it was the best option for comfort that I could think of.
Yeah.
And your show, the both of you, this and the Rabbit Hole as well, has been a source of comfort for me.
Hey.
In the year since, things have really turned around for me. I've become medicated, I've been through therapy, I've met my girlfriend, and I've become qualified as a teacher, and this week actually I've become qualified. So I just wanted to
congratulations, mate! All of this because of
thank you both.
All of this because of the radio show. We've cured his mental illness. We fixed him up with a hot woman, and we've got him a job educating our children.
There you go.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear things are picking up.
Thank you for what you've done for for myself.
Hey, listen.
I appreciate it.
Well, it will be a pleasure to meet you on September the 2nd in Glasgow and shake your hand after the show. And we'll make sure you come and say hello.
And while it'd be lovely for us to take credit, you've done a lot for yourself as well. Don't let yourself down.
Whoa! I'm dumping that. I dumped that. I dumped that. That wasn't broadcast, Glenn, because that was unnecessary. Let's just enjoy it. We turned this loser's life around.
He sorted himself out.
He had nothing, and look what he's got now. He's got the future in the palm of him, and he'd probably screw it up, knowing Glenn. I know.
Yeah.
I'm teasing. Hey, listen, man. You're a good sport, and we look forward to seeing you in a couple of months. Cheers, Glenn. Thank you, mate. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.
Can't believe you've done that.
Yeah, I dumped him. Oh, God.
It's funny, isn't it? People listen to this.
Yeah, they do. It makes a difference, which worries me what the next 2 minutes are going to be.
What?
Yeah, this one.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello there.
Yeah.
Enough of the mutual backslapping and rubbing of each other's bottoms.
Why, do you not fancy a rub yourself, Barry?
What's that?
Can I slap your back repeatedly?
And I'll rub you.
With my balls?
Oh.
You can rub my fatty back. My fatty back and my fatty neck. Fatty neck. Got very sunburnt in this weather, but no doubt Ian's healing hands, just passing over my sweat fatty red body, can cure it. Also, can you turn some water into wine for me? Because we've got some friends coming over this weekend.
Yes. I thought that you had died, Barry.
Not true!
Okay. Just, here's the thing. You've not called this show for about a year.
Well, you cured me, and so I didn't find the need.
And now you've phoned me up, which makes me think you want something.
Well, that would be true, yes.
What are you after, Barry?
Well, I've done
Oh, he's such a
little
nonce.
video of how to help elderly people and people who are not too au fait with technology. It shows them how to use a computer.
Right. You've done a video, have you?
Yes, and I'm still speaking. And I...
Well, I'm just trying to... Okay. Yeah. Oh, I found it. It's had 1,104 views.
That's only since this morning.
You've been very busy.
Right, let me tell you something. Right now. I made you. I made you when you were nothing.
The Jungle made me, mate. Where were you in negotiations for that?
Asu Cobblers.
Who did you vote for?
Is it Shami Chakrabarti? Wasn't she good in it? Shami Chakrabarti. She's got all that stuff with liberty.
Oh, I see. You brought racism into the act.
No.
So I've got Barry from Watford's Computer Basics, episode 1.
Oh, good.
And then he's written after it. Funny.
Just to remind you.
Just in case anyone's watching this thinking,
well, it's for people who don't, so they don't think it's boring, you know.
Has it got swear words in?
No.
All right, let's have a little listen. Hang on.
Oh, this is good music.
Yes.
Hello there.
State of that.
And welcome to Barry's Computer Basics, episode 1.
You got a new cardie?
Whatever age you are, there's no excuse for not knowing your way round a computer.
Right, so this is filmed.
Yes.
Why is there like a black, dirty, dog-haired covered sort of blanket behind you?
I'm in the studio.
The studio!
Tell people how they can see it.
Sorry?
Tell people how they can access this.
Well, I can't. I don't want to because I don't like to endorse things that I haven't seen or are not paying me.
Should we watch a bit more and see?
Let's jump forward a bit. Here we go. Let's jump forward about minute 18. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Press once for that. And where is it? Which one of these? This blank.
Barry, you
blank
trying to
dot.
find pornography in this?
And then go here to create one click. Yeah, one click.
Yes.
Word.
Make it big.
He's doing words. He's trying to show people how to use words.
Begin the letter. Here. Oh no, you need a capital letter. Is that capitals?
He's clicked on bold. To do capitals, he's clicked on bold.
I'm not that
Yes,
good
all
at
right.
it yet.
I think I've got it. Make the font bigger.
It's gone to 72, you prick. You just keep pressing enter and going down to the next line.
I'm not sure. Yes, all right, fine.
That thing doesn't pop up anymore. It says it looks like you're writing a letter, does it?
No.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh,
I think that'd be very helpful.
If anyone wants to watch it.
Yes, they can.
If you want to write really big and spaced out.
I'll tweet it.
Would you? It's only to help people. Oh, mate. I'd like to come and see you in concert. What are you doing?
Catherine, tell him what we're doing.
Well, Ian plays the recorder with his anus.
Oh, not that again.
I can't stop him.
Trying that out.
I thought if he was going to do it anyway, we might as well make some money out of it.
Where's it on? Is it up at... Is it in Scotland or...
Yeah.
Blimey. I went to see Ian in concert, me and my Margaret. Very hot it was, and he was wearing shorts. And we was right down in the front row, and do you know what? He could have worn some pants, because 6 ounces of old Holborn hanging out.
Oh, right. Hey, Barry, not anymore. I shaved it off the other week. Have you ever done that?
Oh, I've caught it in my flies. Oh, sorry, they're
No,
there.
I shaved it. Yes, I caught my penis in my
Shaved
flies.
it all, gooch and all, Barry.
Yeah, I did. I got some clippers and shaved my ballsack.
Oh, well, blimey. Well, honestly, we was looking into the jungle. I thought I'd better see David Van Day poke his head out. Wish bad Bob, I'm a celebrity. Get me out!
Can you ask Angelos to give us a call, because he's the funny one out of you two.
No, be fair, he's not the funny one.
He's the funny one, isn't he?
No, I'm the funny one.
Well, I think he's just there. He's got you there, just the same reason I used to let you phone me up, 4, 5, 6 times a night.
Minty biscuits.
No, God.
Minty biscuits, nearly 1 million hits. He's got nothing like that.
Yeah, but he doesn't appeal to the masses in the same way that you try and pander to the huge crowds. His is very cerebral.
I succeed.
Well, where? When?
Well, I was on Cheap on Channel 4, wasn't I, last summer? With Noel Edmonds.
It's coming back for a second series, is it?
Not really. Might do, if I fancy it. I'm doing my computer course, am I, instead?
That's right, you keep yourself unavailable until they throw that cheque at you.
How dare you? You're a cheeky flipping monkey, is what you are.
Good night, Barry!
Up yours.
Oh! Well. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.
Speakers, please.
Talk Radio.
That
We'll
was
get
fun.
you talking.
Nice surprise.
There are good offers. And
He
then
tweeted me to
there are
retweet his
ultra
video,
good
I
offers.
just gave him the
And
number.
now, whether you're an existing or new Sky TV customer, you can get LG's latest 43-inch Ultra HD TV for just £249. That's even better than half price. All when you get the full Sky Q experience for £32 a month. Be ultra quick though. This offer ends on May 31st. Search Sky Q. £20 setup, kit loaned at no cost. New 18-month contract requires Sky Q, 2TB box, Sky TV and Sky Q multiscreen.
At Tesco Mobile, we want to make your mobile life a little better. It's why we offer Anytime Upgrade Flex. Flexible tariffs that can change down or up to suit your needs. Another little thing that makes a big difference. Tesco Mobile. Every little helps.
12 to 36-month contract and credit agreement. 0% APR Tesco Mobile Limited. Standard UK landline and mobiles. Home from home destinations. Effective next bill. Flexing down or up once per month. UK residents 18 plus. Purchase required subject to status. T's and C's at tescomobile.com/terms.
With the World Cup almost here, Red Driving School wants you. Red has just won the National Driving School Award 2018, and we're offering a special deal to join our team. There's never been a better time to pull on your instructing boots, as demand for driving lessons is rising. Instructor earnings are increasing. It's an open goal. Imagine first-rate training and support through to full qualification. Then work the hours you want, when you want. Come on, there's room on the Red team sheet for you. For details, visit reddrivingschool.com.
When Freddie Flintoff asked to be the voice of our new campaign, we thought, OK, sure.
Correctly predict all the results of the World Cup, win, lose or draw, and you could win up to £100 million. I'm Freddie Flintoff.
Thanks, that'll be all. The prize is the star, not you. Enter for free at PokerStars, BetStars and PokerStars Casino.
That's it. Unbelievable.
Security to booth 3, please.
No, back off, mate.
Promo ends 13th of June. 1 free entry per person. Prize is £100 million for the winner or shared if more than one. T's and C's apply. See BetStars.
I bless the rains down in Africa.
Question number 69 for the Army.
Can we have fun? Yeah, of course. Everyone always thinks the Army are like robots, but there's plenty of jokers amongst us. I've definitely picked up my bag and to find it full of rocks. And then there's others that will give you a cracking hug when you need it. You don't have to stop being you. Just be you in uniform.
Just be you and do as you're told.
The Army is recruiting now. To have your questions answered and find where you belong, search Army Jobs.
Moonlit musings from mums, madams, and meat packers.
Oh, never mind, I must have misheard.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
The station's brilliant.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. Let's go to Sean. Good evening, Sean.
Good evening. I don't know how I follow Barry.
Don't worry, we'll clear up the mess ourselves. I can only apologise that you have to follow that old gimp.
Yeah, I called last week about wings. And I watched a couple of Wings docs in the last few days.
Which ones have you seen? Because I'm really getting into Wings. Did you watch Wingspan?
That's exactly the one I was going to say, Wingspan, yeah.
With part 3 missing on YouTube.
That's the one.
There we go. There we go. 'Cause for those that know, I'm getting into Paul McCartney's 70s. I just had delivered today, I know it's 1980, but I had McCartney 2 and Band on the Run, the 25th anniversary edition, delivered today, and I've got a couple more on their way. I'm loving it. But back to the Egg, man. What an album!
It is, yeah. It's, it was kind of the very last Wings album, wasn't it?
It was the very last Wings album. Okay, so are you digging Wings?
Yeah, I am. I sort of said last week, Band on the Run was given to me by my mum, and I like the record. I've kind of dug into quite a lot of the other records, so I think Red Rose Speedway has some good stuff on there.
Yeah. Of course, this is people will. Sean, I'll play Rockestra in a second as well.
No, that was pretty epic stuff, that was.
It's good, isn't it? It's really
I like
good. It's really, really good. Really good.
Yeah, the couple of things that sort of got me with the Wingspan thing.
Yeah.
Because I've heard bits and pieces about sort of Linda McCartney and sort of the vegan thing she did and that sort of thing. But kind of all the sort of bad press she got when she first sort of started to learn playing in the band and stuff, and how people were saying, oh, she's not a musician, and she kind of gradually proved them wrong over the decade. And I think she's a really kind of interesting sort of angle on that.
And I must admit, I've sneered. Can I tell you a joke I did on the 11 o'clock show? About Paul McCartney, and I feel terrible I did this, but I did this joke on the 11 o'clock show.
It's not about Linda, is it?
Yeah,
oh.
yeah. And I think it was the day she died. Sad news. Did this 18 years ago. I feel terrible about it now. Sad news. And finally tonight, sad news. Linda McCartney has passed away. Paul's first words after her death were, steak.
Okay. That's not as bad as it could have been.
Not as bad as it could have been. Not as bad as it could be. It's still a little bit fresh. A little bit fresh. My legs are tensing up with nervousness at doing that. But I tell you what I like about that, Sean. Because I made the jokes about her being in the band and stuff. He wanted his wife on tour with him. He wanted the person that he was most in love with in the world to be on stage with him. I think that's romantic.
It is, yeah, but just as you're saying that, I'm just thinking now, what if John Lennon did that in the Beatles, where if they started playing live again, and what if he brought on Yoko to play something? Would that get the same?
Well, no, but Lennon did concerts with Yoko on stage. He didn't do as many concerts. He did concerts with Yoko on stage, singing, wailing away. When the Beatles were recording Let It Be, she was pregnant, I think. They brought in a hospital bed into the studio, and she was laying down in a bed next to John while they're recording an album.
Wow.
There's
a little bit much, isn't it?
Yeah, John Lennon, Yoko live. There's a version of the. Here we go. What's Please Don't Be Singing the Woman song. Here we go. Hang on.
Presenting, and I'm proud to present.
This is Jerry Lewis.
Two of the most unusual people in all the world, and I don't mean just the world of entertainment. They fit no patterns, meet no standards, except the standard of excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, John Lennon and Yoko.
I want to find one which... Here we go. Here we go. Start singing here. And, you know...
It's not as bad as it has been.
It's not as bad. I'm trying to find... there's one where she's doing Give Peace a Chance. Here we go. It's...
Boyle. The universities are filled with students.
Oh, I don't know. I can't find it. I could be around all year looking for that. Anyway. But yeah, I think it's romantic. Sean, the person he was most in love with, he wanted to look around on stage and see her there. I think it's great. And she was a decent singer. You know, you listen to some of the harmonies on those records before auto-tune. She's singing those harmonies and she's playing those keyboards. She could do it.
Yeah, because I think it said on the documentary as well that when, I think it was Let It Be, I think did she do the harmonies on that as well?
She might be. She is on on a Beatles song. I don't know if it's Let It Be. She's on something. And Yoko's on a Beatles song. What Yoko song? What Beatles song is it? She's on, Hey Bungalow Bill. Do you know that song?
Mm-hmm.
What did you kill? Bungalow Bill. She's on that. But, love. And love's a crazy thing, Sean. That we should be so lucky to find, people that we love as much as John loved Yoko and Paul loved Linda.
That's the dream. And the other thing as well on the Wingspan thing, and this is where listening to your show made me chuckle. There's a little brief clip where Ringo turns up. And for some reason, the very first thing I thought of is these interviews now, he says, and. That's the one, yeah. It just made me chuckle.
And you can't not hear it. But you watch Ringo Starr being interviewed from about 1990 onwards. And it's great. I love a bit of Ringo. Well done, Sean. I'm glad you're digging that, mate. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Ian. Thank you.
Cheers, ta-ta. Let's go to Matt. Good evening, Matt.
Oh, sorry, I was having a rummage in the drawers. How are you?
Hang on, when you say rummage in your drawers, do you mean your chest off or your pants?
Let's go with the first one.
Okay.
Okay, Matt.
Yeah, so your that Toto thing you played earlier of the choir reminded me of another one which is quite similar, but if you do a search for Angel City Chorale...
Played it.
They do a pretty standard version of the song. It's very similar to the one you played, but the first 2 minutes is just the whole choir pretending to be a rainstorm.
Mate, we played it yesterday.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening.
How dare you?
Unbelievable!
I know, God,
I must admit, a lot of these cover versions, the first 2.5, sometimes the first 3.5 minutes, people making the sound of rain. I've kind of skipped. I know how testing on people's patience this whole skit can be. So I'm skipping. I'm doing you a favour, guys. I'm skipping the rain sound effects. That's what I'm doing.
It is a very strange way of starting that song, because I don't remember the song having a 2.5 minutes.
I think maybe on the album version it did, because they all seem to do it, and so there must have been a longer. There must have been a longer version of it somewhere. There must have been.
Talking of albums,
yes.
Have you heard of a band called the Purple Helmets?
Are we being punked here?
No.
The Purple Helmets? No, I do not know the Purple Helmets.
Well, they were a sort of side project from some of the members of the Stranglers.
Okay, yes, those guys.
Also, the drummer was the drummer from Tears for Fears.
All right.
But they do kind of more sort of bluesy, rocky kind of stuff.
Wow.
The reason I'm asking is because I used to have it on vinyl, but it got chucked out as part of the pleasantness of the divorce proceedings, and I can't find it anywhere on CD for less than about 40 quid. So I was wondering if you could put a little appeal out to your listeners to see if anyone's got it on CD.
Well, yeah, but they'll sell it to you for 40 quid.
Well, 35 quid, I was thinking, as a listener favour.
Hang on a minute. You've looked on Discogs, haven't you?
Yeah, I couldn't...
the Purple Helmets Rise Again, brand new Cadillac?
Ride Again.
Ride Again. Okay, let's have a little look at that. Vinyl and CD, we want a CD. Gonna go.
£18.97.
There you go, mate. We saved you half the money.
Thank you very much.
Get on Discogs.
Thanks for calling. What we flipping Google? Go to the break.
Across the UK, online and on DAB. Weekends with Penny Smith.
On Talk Radio.
I'm Penny Smith. Join me on Talk Radio for the perfect weekend breakfast. I'm going to be reviewing the papers, taking a look at all the best new film, book and theatre releases, and I'm going to be chatting to a whole host of celebrity guests, live in the studio.
Weekends with Penny Smith. Saturday and Sunday morning from 7.
On Talk Radio, we'll get you talking.
The radio show that knows truth is always stranger than fiction.
Week Monday, I get shoes.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Because they're too real to be part of my imagination.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Andre's back.
Who?
Yes, Andre is back.
Oh, hi, Katherine. Oh, sorry, Ian. Sorry, Ian and Kath.
Yes. Yes.
Whoa, no, you're correct first time.
Oh, sorry, Kath. Yeah, I've got your request here right in front of me. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
Right, here we go. Right, have a listen to this.
Can I make a request? Can I make a request?
Yeah, what?
Turn your radio off, please.
What radio? All right. Oh, I've got to hurry up.
spinning around. Hold on. Here it goes, yeah? Let's turn it up a bit so you can hear it all on. Spinning around, get out of my way. No, you like it, 'cause I like it like this. In the sound, I didn't say. I don't know all the words.
No, or any of them.
Like this. Can you hear it alright?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
It's quite good, isn't it?
Go on then.
Well, I ain't got the words here, have I?
Well,
I ain't got a video in front of me.
You only had an hour and a half to type in Kylie Minogue spinning around karaoke.
I'm watching the video. She's beautiful.
That's what's
right,
happened.
hold on. Let's wait for it.
If we start hearing skin slapping...
I'm spinning around. Get out of my way. I know you like it 'cause you like it like this. Taking it down. Everything. I know you like it 'cause you like it like this. Is that enough?
That's
more than.
I always think, Kylie.
Thank you very much indeed. Gosh. Wowzers. It's a music-themed show tonight, so let's just continue over, s'il vous plaît. Spandau Ballet are back. Of course, Spandau Ballet split up quite acrimoniously. 80s, late 80s, early 90s, maybe.
Back, I thought...
No.
Last year he said he wasn't going to sing with them.
No. What? This is it, exactly. Then they had a big reunion a couple of years ago, did a new album, documentary came out. It was actually quite a good documentary, and they did a big tour, and they were all friends again. And then they split up again. Tony Hadley left and said he couldn't work with these people. So, pop legends Spandau Ballet are set to unveil a new lineup next week. Tony Hadley, I've worked with Tony, nice bloke, lovely bloke actually, quit the Gold Hitmakers last year. Now the lads are set to reveal their plans at a London bash billed as Spandau Ballet The Next on Tuesday. However, the timing of the event has raised eyebrows as Hadley is releasing a solo album next week. Oh. That's a little bit Jeff, isn't it? That's a little bit Jeff. It's weird, isn't it? Because bands often split up. Bands inevitably split up. The best bands split up. And then they get back together because the nostalgia thing and the dollar. And a lot of them are able to put their differences. They've grown up and they become dads or mums, and so they've matured. They can often put the differences behind them.
Yeah, like Culture Club.
Yeah. But they're obviously still functioning on the same.
Also.
Yeah.
Have you seen who they replaced him with?
No. Who is it?
Really
Guy from
young
Stiltskin?
fella. No, 30-year-old West End star, very handsome, young, very young. It's one in the eye for Tony Hadley.
It's like the Bare Naked Ladies. I don't think that reunion's going to happen, judging what has been said to me by members of the Bare Naked Ladies. I don't think that's necessarily, was as smooth sailing as the lovely 10-minute video would have us believe.
It's a weird thing, though. I mean, it's like putting us back together with people we worked with years and years ago and expecting us to all get on when we didn't before.
It's like let me find you a boyfriend from 15 years ago and go and jump back into bed and pick up where you left. You know, exactly. First thing, it's nice to see you. It's weird to see you. Yes, everything, you're all right. We're going to do what now? We're going to do what we used to do? We're going to have sex? That's weird. There's $1 million in it for each of you. I'll give it a go. Nah, it's not working. It's a weird thing. It's a very intense relationship being in a band. It was always my biggest regret was never being... I've been in like bands, but never properly, committing to being in a band. I'd still like to do it. A bit of bass player in the band.
With skills like that, it's amazing.
I can do it. I can play the bass guitar, bass guitar. I can do these things. So Spandau Ballet. There. Oh, this is the story of the day. The story of the day. A student found the world's largest crunchy nut cornflake at 15 centimetres long. Wow. That is a big old CNT. Iain Lee, lad, 22, thought a piece of the ceiling had fallen down. when his dad saw the monster flake inside the cereal box. Healthcare student Hine said, "My dad, surely they should say where they're from. From Bradford. Okay, from Bradford. What's a Bradford accent? Will man, you know?
No.
Will.
Bradford.
Bradford, man. Bradford, innit? Bradford, innit? It's Bradford, innit? Is it?
Why are you doing Bradford Asian?
Well, he is Asian. But I was...
Please don't do the voice.
Bradford, innit? Well, I'm not doing Bradford Asian. I thought I was doing just Bradford. I don't want another complaint to Ofcom that might get held up. We had enough of them last week. Bradford, innit?
Bradford.
Bradford. Now you're doing 3 lines.
No, I'm not. You're doing 3 lines. I'm trying
Proper
to...
halal, innit? Okay, let's... I don't want to avoid doing the guy's voice, because he's in Bradford. He'll have a Bradford accent. Who cares? Who cares what he looks like? God, this has turned into like a massive... This highlights my inherent racialism.
You're a horny, filthy old racist.
Healthcare student Hine said, "My dad said, what on earth is that?"
My dad said.
My dad said, "No, my dad said, what on earth is that?" It looked like a bit of plaster fell into the box. It even looks... Well, now he's being stupid. It even looks like it could be something from outer space.
No.
A bit of meteorite or something. It felt like a rock, and if you tried bending it, it wouldn't break. This is bullshit. This kid's made this up. That's why we thought it might have been a bit of ceiling. I could have chipped my teeth on it. Kellogg's asked Hine from Bradford to send them the flake so they can analyse it and find out how it ended up in the packet. No, you'd want to get it turned into a necklace. It said the lump was coating and cereal particles which have been collected during processing, and sent him £4 in vouchers. In 2008, he's a sucker, this guy, look. In 2008, 2 US sisters sold their Illinois-shaped cornflake for £1,050. It ended up in a travelling museum. On that bombshell, 03444991000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee and Katherine Boyle on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
A new kind of talk radio. We'll get you talking.
Oh, I blocked him to send a picture.
Countdown to Brexit on Talk Radio with the Times. Know your times. The clock is ticking as the UK prepares to officially leave the European Union. Listen to the No Nonsense Breakfast with Julia Hartley-Brewer tomorrow morning from 6:30, when she'll be joined by Times journalists to discuss the latest Brexit developments. Don't just be informed, be well informed with debate, analysis and opinion from right across the political spectrum. Countdown to Brexit with Julia Hartley-Brewer, weekday mornings from 6:30 on Talk Radio with the Times. Join Han and Chewie. I'm going to be a pilot, best in the galaxy, and see where it all began.
So what's your name anyway? You're going to need a nickname, because I ain't saying that every time.
Solo, a Star Wars story.
I want to buckle up, baby. I got a really good feeling about this.
See it in cinemas now.
Cast your mind back and think. Were you ever contacted out of the blue for a pension review? Were you advised to move your work or personal pension into a SIP, self-invested personal pension?
Yes, I was.
You could be due thousands if you were missold. Money Redress are trusted claim specialists in pension and investment mis-selling. They'll manage the whole claim for you on a no payout, no fee basis, so you can't lose. Text WIN to 85077.
Whoa, what's with a massive spotlight? It's your local Dulux Decorator Centre, centering on you. On me? On you and all our customers. See, everything we do, from online ordering 24/7 to rewarding you with Nectar points, is centred on you. Blinding, eh? Blinding? I need my shades from the van.
From time-saving online ordering to Nectar points with every purchase, you'll be happy talking to Dulux Decorator Centre. Find out more at duluxdecoratorcentre.co.uk or your local store. Dulux Decorator Centre, centred on you.
When Freddie Flintoff asked to be the voice of our new campaign, we thought, OK, sure.
Correctly predict all the results of the World Cup, win, lose or draw, and you could win up to £100 million. I'm Freddie Flintoff.
Thanks, that'll be all. The prize is the star, not you. Enter for free at PokerStars, BetStars and PokerStars Casino.
That's it. Unbelievable.
Security to booth 3, please.
No, back off, mate.
Promo ends 30th of June. 1 free entry per person. Prize is £100 million for the winner or shared if more than one. T's and C's apply. See betstars.co.uk for details. 18 plus only. BeGambleAware.org. Please play responsibly.
Afternoons with Jamie East on Talk Radio.
Investigate the unlimited possibilities of speech radio at Eastworld. What is the best piece of gossip that you have ever heard at Salford Business School?
The radio show that questions the very nature of our reality. What makes us human? Why do we sin?
My goodness me, if these walls could talk.
Where can I get a pair of glasses like Jamie's for under a £5?
Eastworld with Jamie East. It's a bit of a national favourite tomorrow afternoon from 1 on Talk Radio.
Stimulating nightly emissions guaranteed to open your eyes and your mind.
Oh my word. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000. I've been reminded of something.
Go on.
I have been asked, and I'm not allowed to say who, right? So, please, and I know you know this when I say, so please don't say who, okay? Because I've been sworn to secrecy. But I have been asked by the wife of a very, very famous person, a big old celebrity, to record a short video message for their birthday that's coming up. And I said I would do it 2 days ago. I haven't done it. So can we do that now? Well, because it's just in my head. Where's your phone?
In the office, where it should be.
Go and get it, girl. I love her sense of humour. I really love that sense of humour.
I'm not joking, mate.
Yeah. She's funny, man. She just says this stuff, and it's and the finger as well. She really is a real free spirit, that woman. A free spirit. So I've got to do a birthday message for a very, very famous celebrity, and I'll send it to that person's wife. I cannot say who it is, because we do not want news of this. Oh, I need to click my neck. I can't do it. We do not want news of this getting back to them. Okay, so this is top secret. Okay, and I shouldn't really be doing it during the show. But I just reminded myself, and I've been meaning to do it for the last 2 nights, and I haven't got round to it. So indulge. We've got no phone calls. So indulge me, okay? But we really have to keep it top secret. Here comes Catherine.
Just deleting some pics.
Oh, wowzers! Wowzers, really? Mm-hmm. It's like when I saw Amir Khan's phone. He was, after we came out of the jungle, he was trying to show us some pics, and all I saw were her boobs and bums. And he went, "Oh no, let me just take that away."
Voice.
I can do Amir's voice.
Can you?
Yeah, he bullied me.
2 wrongs don't make a right, mate.
Exactly.
We just get rid of some of these.
It was actually quite a good impression of him, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Right, hang on. I've got to get in deleted.
Let's get the brand in it. Oh, come on, man!
Oh, shush now. Okay.
Right. We've got to keep this secret, okay?
Do I say go at the beginning of the video?
Hello, Tommy Cannon. Iain Lee here from Talk Radio. I love you. I think you are an absolute legend and a star, and what a thrill it is to wish you happy 80th birthday. My God, man, when are you going to sit down and have a rest? Stop doing all these shows. No, actually, don't stop doing all these shows, because me and my producer, Kath, want to come and see you at some point this year. So hang in there, man. I absolutely love you, and you're a legend. Happy birthday, Tommy!
You're going to do one that sounds slightly less sarcastic?
Are you taking the Michael? That was enthusiasm. That's my Good Morning Britain enthusiasm.
Right, suck up.
What do you mean? It wasn't sarcasm. What are you talking about?
All right, well, if you're happy with that, that's all that counts.
Iain, you're just embarrassing, imitating Asian voices. Stop, it's so wrong. No, mate, my voices are good.
Oh, God.
I do good voices.
Oh, no, I'm with that person.
Margaret is saying that my voice is embarrassing. My voice, I do the best voices. Can you send me that, please?
Doing it.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. Let us go to Pablo. Oh, Johnny, Fishface Johnny has blocked me on Twitter. The racist little oik. That's a shame. Pablo!
Hip hip, how do?
Hey! What you got, man?
Very good, very good. The family are away on a holiday at the minute, so I've got the house myself.
Beautiful, beautiful. And what are you doing to celebrate that fact?
I had a couple of pints earlier, and now I've come back to play on the computer. Cam rock and roll.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Sounds cool, man. Go on.
You often want to have a little bit of freedom, and then once you've got it, you don't know what you do with yourself. So
no, I know. I've had freedom for the last 2 years in this bedsit, but I've not been able to relax it. But man alive, when I get this house, I'm gonna have freedom like nobody. I'm gonna become a workhorse. I am gonna make and create all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna do paintings, like Ronnie Wood does, because apparently you can make a load of money even if you're rubbish. Going to do all of this stuff.
But Ronnie Wood only does paintings of, like, people he works with, so it's Sam, me, Paul Ross...
George Galloway.
What
I'll do is I'll get a picture of George Galloway and I'll draw around it with a pen.
you try and make it look like Darren Brown's house. Have you ever seen this very Darren Brown house?
He's a taxidermist, isn't he?
Taxidermist, and he does the art as well, so he's just got kind of a freaky, crazy house.
Yeah, no, mine's going to be a sensible house, but I've got a spare room. It's quite a big spare room, and it's going to be a studio. It's going to be a TV and recording studio. I'm going to hire it out for thousands of pounds to bands to come and record demos for their new album. So bands like, I don't know, Iggy Pop and the Stooges, Yes, and bands like that are going to be there. That's the plan.
Coolio G.
What you got? Come on!
Well, yeah. Well, I know, obviously, not a fan of links. I understand, and I appreciate this. So, as there's a slight musical bent to the show tonight,
yes.
I thought rather than suggesting you find something, I'll just do what other people do and just play a really bad copy down the phone.
Perfect. Love the sound of that, mate. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, this is the computer game Katamari Damacy, which is potentially one of the best computer games in the entire world. But yeah, I'll play that now in 5, 4, 3.
And I'll cut you off at some point, but away you go. So, there's a great Japanese film that he reminded me of called Happiness of the Katakuris. And it is a comedy horror musical. And it is, I think it's directed by Miyuki, I can't remember his last name, who directed Audition, which is one of the most horrific Japanese horror films. But it's a musical about this family that run a bed and breakfast in the middle of nowhere, and then all the residents, they sort of die in terrible accidents, and then they come back as zombies, and they sing. It's some really good...
They sing?
Yeah. It's a musical, mate.
Okay.
It's a really funny film. I wonder if it's... hang on a second. Happiness of the Katakuris soundtrack. Here we go, so we can find a song from it. It's Takashi Miike, yes. Here we go. Here we go. Is this one of the songs? No, it's not the one I was looking for. There's one, it's like 42 seconds long. And it's such a good little song. Of course I'm never going to find it. I did used to have the soundtrack, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do, Catherine? What are you going to do?
Can you not sing me one of the hits?
No, it's a long time since I've set Katakuris. I haven't got it on here, have I? It's a long time since I saw it. I'm not sure if I have anymore, because I had one of those purges of DVDs and CDs and albums, and it was stupid mistakes. You do these things. Katakuris. Let's see. No. Happiness of the Katakuris. There's the film. You can get it. You can get it on iTunes, guys, for £3.49 to rent. It's well worth doing. But no, I can't find the thing. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Now, is this is what I need to know for Friday. Is this Han Solo film a load of rubbish?
I've heard 2 different reports.
Yeah, me too.
One from Keith Malley of Keith and the Girl.
Yeah.
He didn't like it. He found it boring.
Oh, he likes crap though, so I don't believe anything he says.
I think Keith loves to hate.
Yeah, he's a very bitter man.
Then there was...
Sam's not enjoyed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there was Mikey Stevens of the Daily Mirror.
Yeah.
Who I sometimes talk to on Twitter, and he said it was brilliant. He loved it. And it was his favourite one of the Disney franchise.
Well, you know, Roger, who calls the show occasionally, because he's very, very insecure. I play video games with him, play a game called Overwatch, and he's terrible. I mean, I was on a winning streak the other day. Win. Roger, can I come and play with you, mate? I went, yeah, I suppose so, man. Lose. I went, I've got to go now, Roger, bye. It was awful.
Did you really go, or did you just get out of that game?
I just got out of that game, and I hid my online presence. It was awful. I mean, really awful. And then he tells me somebody that he's I don't know what the politically correct term is. So I'm just going to say he said he's blind. Hang on a minute, dude. Hang on a minute. What's that? I mean, not visually impaired.
Okay.
So I'm not. All I'm saying is he sucks. But he said that this film was quite good. That he enjoyed it. I want to take the boys on Friday. I'm going to have 2 hours sleep tonight, and then 2 hours sleep tomorrow night. And then I've got the boys all day.
Oh dear, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, we go.
I want to play that Overwatch thing.
You get on, go.
I'm going to get really good at it and beat you.
Well, go and play it. I'm not stopping you.
No, I'm going to play it. I'm going to get good.
Play it, but you ain't playing it with me.
No,
because
not until I get really good.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Cue montage of me training.
And still being rubbish.
Fans to work the camera.
Fans in the UK are staying far, far away. That's a good line. From the latest Star Wars film. Solo, a Star Wars story, took just £7.6 million in its first 5 days on release. It is the lowest opening for any Star Wars film since the franchise was revived in the late 1990s. The Last Jedi, released 5 months ago, which was absolutely cat.
Don't, because I've not seen it yet and I've got it on DVD.
I can still... No, I can say
I've got to watch it.
I'm not telling you... I'm not giving you a spoiler alert, except the only spoiler is it's cack. It's absolute... It's rubbish, isn't it, The Last Jedi? It's rubbish, isn't it?
Did you like it?
You didn't. Let me go. Sorry, hello?
I've not seen it.
Oh, Sam.
Have you? But why have you seen Solo, then?
Because it's not linked. It's Solo's... Obviously,
turn your microphone off.
Oh! It's not canon, is it?
Well, it is canon, but it's like set a long time ago.
Something that they did point out though was in the new films, you've got a lot of like strong female presences. Like they'll be doing the piloting and all that stuff.
Yes.
But then, of course, in the third one, which is supposed to have happened after those, they've all been like.
Sorry, the third one, which is supposed to have happened after those.
Yeah.
The new films.
The new films.
The new trilogy happens after the Jedi, Return of the Jedi. So,
is it?
So the first 3 films, then 3 prequels came out.
Yeah.
And these new
there
ones.
There were women in that.
These new ones are sequels to the original. So these new ones are 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9.
Oh right, okay.
Did you not? So you watched them and you didn't realise?
I watched them.
You watched 1?
Yes, I've not watched it.
Well, you watched 1, and you didn't...
I've not watched 8 or 9, so I didn't twig, no.
So you watched 7?
I thought they were quite standalone. That one was quite standalone.
Which one did you watch?
Ray.
Yeah, that's the first one. That's episode 7.
Yeah.
Then there was a good one. What's it called? The Last Pilot on Earth. What's the one called?
One.
Rogue One. That's a good one.
Seen that.
That is good, but that's a side story.
Before.
That's before.
That's when the planet gets blown up.
Yeah. That's before.
So, strong female...
That sets up episode 4.
Right, yeah. And there's loads of birds flying planes. X-wings, whatever they're called.
All right, Jim Davison. Loads of birds.
I'm allowed to say that. I'm
planes.
reclaiming the word.
And there's a black fella in it. Unbelievable. Oh, what is this?
No.
This is 2018, Catherine. Loads of birds flying planes. Jesus.
And then in A New Hope, there's only Princess Leia. And yes, she's got guts and all that. But there's no other pilots.
Warm weather over
me.
the bank holiday weekend could have affected ticket sales. Warm weather. Yeah, because that's why we don't have a thing called a summer blockbuster. Because of the warm weather. You absolute...
Yes.
I want to say tronters, but I don't think that's...
Use that.
You absolute tronters. Blockbuster fatigue was also blamed. Solo, starring Alden Ehrenreich. Alden Ehrenreich. As the young Han Solo, was released a week after Deadpool, which took 13 million. I'm boring myself now. Man, we need some calls.
Females, I think.
Yeah.
The men are running this whole show down.
You need some calls, because they're flagging.
03444991000.
Yes, man! That's what I'm saying. I actually spoke louder then, because I was masking a Trump.
Ian, you could at least wait until I went out.
Dear listener, we have another hour of this to go. This is the late night alternative with Iain Lee and Katherine Boyle.
If I smell that, you're dead.
I don't know if you'd make it over here to kill me. You can call him about absolutely anything you want. We have another hour of this nonsense. This is Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. Listen, phone, talk.
Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
Brighten up your mornings and take a brilliant break with Mike Graham on Talk Radio with the Sun Holiday Shop. Great value breaks all year round. Listen to Talk Radio every weekday morning from 10 for 3 hours packed full of fabulous features, great value guests and quick-fire calls on all of the day's top talking points. Don't miss Mike Graham every weekday morning from 10 on Talk Radio with the Sun Holiday Shop. Great value breaks all year round. Go to thesun.co.uk/holiday shop.
When a stroke strikes, the damage spreads like a fire in the brain. When you spot any single one of the signs, think and act fast. F. Face. Has it fallen on one side? A. Arms. Can they raise them? S. Speech. Is it slurred? T. Time to dial 999. The faster you act, the better their chances. So even if you're not sure, act fast. Make the call. Dial 999.
The TalkTalk Big Broadband Sale is now even bigger. Our unlimited broadband is now just $18.95 a month, including line rental for 24 months. With no broadband mid-contract price rises guaranteed. The price you see is the price you pay every single month. No other major provider can promise this. That's why we've been voted Uswitch Best Broadband TV and Home Phone Provider 2018. Hurry, offer ends 31st of May. Visit talktalk.co.uk. TalkTalk, for everyone. Contract and conditions apply. $9.95 delivery charge.
Get your cricket fix this summer on Sky Sports Cricket with every England Summer International for £18 a month. Big shot. Watch England take on Pakistan, Australia and India with every home test, one-dayer and T20 match live. Yes! Plus, live cricket every month of the year, including the ICC World Cup, all for £18 a month. Search by Sky Sports. Requires Sky TV subscription. 31 days notice to cancel. Further terms apply.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio, on the hour news headlines.
With the news at midnight, I'm Carl Hartley. Good morning. A Ukrainian journalist who it was believed was shot dead has appeared alive in a news conference. The country's security services say they faked Arkady Banchenko's death to prevent a plot by Russia to assassinate him. Times journalist Edward Lucas has told Talk Radio he has some concerns over the whole incident.
I fear that it may be one of those things that in retrospect looks tactically brilliant but strategically rather stupid, because it's, I think, undermined a lot of the credibility that you need for a normal functioning society where we expect dead people actually to be dead, not just plain dead as part of some police game.
Two illegal immigrants who posed as Grenfell Tower victims are facing jail for falsely claiming benefits worth £125,000. The Jamaicans lived in luxury hotels for almost a year before the council realised their old flat didn't actually exist. The White House says it's still aiming for peace talks with North Korea next month as a top general from the country arrives in New York. Kim Yong-chol will have dinner with US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo ahead of meetings later. Last week, Donald Trump said next month's historic summit was off, but White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders says things are now progressing well.
We are preparing and expect that to take place on June 12th, and we'll be ready if it does on June 12th, and if it's not, then we'll be ready if it takes place on July 12th.
Islamic State claims the man who killed 4 people in the Belgian city of Liège was one of its soldiers. Benjamin Herman was on a short-term release from prison. And it's being suggested Tony the Tiger and the Honey Monster are stopped from promoting sugary snacks. MPs on a health committee want a ban on what they call brand-generated characters or licensed TV and film characters. Becoming a dry night for most of the UK and feeling warm with temperatures dropping down to 11.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
This is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. You didn't get the visuals. I'll tweet that. I hadn't seen that. That's a lad called Big Marvel, and he's playing Rubber Chicken, but he's playing it to a real chicken, and he's obviously terrified of the chicken.
Keeps flinching
every time the chicken. One bit of chicken moves, and the boy falls over.
I'm not crazy about chickens either.
They are. Okay. He's done lots of videos. This is anyway. Okay, fine. 0344 499 1000. Good evening, Roger.
You knew I'd bite. You knew I would call in. Good evening, Ian. Good evening, Kath.
Hello, Roger. How nice to hear from you.
Ignore Ian about The Last Jedi.
I will.
Right, well, ignore Roger when he starts talking about Overwatch. This is the thing, and this is why he can't play games as well as me, because he gets so angry. You hear the anger, right, and the frustration.
Is this the guy that did the rage quit?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just the anger. You've got to become... Sometimes, Roger, I play Overwatch with my eyes closed.
You can tell.
I wouldn't have guessed, to be honest.
Thank you. Last Jedi's awful film, man.
I love The Last Jedi.
And now I'm worried, because you're the guy that told me you loved the Solo film that I've now taken my kids to see on Friday based on your review.
Solo's nothing like The Last Jedi, to be honest. Although there are aspects that will... I don't know whether they've done it deliberately, but without spoilers...
Well...
There is one character that is a deliberate Mickey take of the people whinging about social justice warriors and...
Okay.
She's just so funny.
Okay. Well, it's a troubled film. Whenever a director quits or is sacked or leaves halfway through a film, you think, right, okay, this is going to be a toughie. But the kids on it. Well, the kids enjoyed The Last Jedi, and that was boring, man. That was too long, too dull. It was just boring.
I'm going to watch that tomorrow.
Please do, and then let us know how boring it is.
I will.
But which is your favourite of the original trilogy then?
No. We did this before, and it courted controversy. My favourite of the original Star Wars is Revenge of the Sith.
That's a prequel. That's not the original.
Well, in your opinion. I would, my favourite is, out of all of them, we did this, and I can't remember, but Revenge of the Sith is my favourite.
The prequels are underappreciated.
Yeah, I mean, the first one's boring, because it's a kid. Who cares about kids? Boring. But Revenge of the Sith is that's the third one, isn't it? Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, that's the third of the prequel.
Right. What's the second one called?
The second one's Attack of the Clones.
Right. So for me it goes Revenge. Right. So in first place, let's do this again.
You have to do this again.
First place, it's Revenge of the Sith. Second place, it's Jedi. Return of the Jedi. Revenge of the Sith. Return of the Jedi. Third place, Attack of the Clones. Fourth place. Oh no, I've forgotten because the one of the new ones was good. Forget the new ones, right? Fourth place, Star Wars. Fifth place, Empire, because that is rubbish. And sixth place is the first one about the boy, Anakin. I'll call it Anakin because I don't remember what it's called.
Phantom Menace.
But if we were to include what was his Last Jedi, and what was the other one? The one with
Force Awakens. Force Awakens and Rogue One.
The Force Awakens, right? Force Awakens would be my. So it'll go right. So it'll go Sith, Force Awakens, Jedi number 3, Clones at 4, Star Wars at 5, Empire at 6, and Anakin at 7.
And where would the Last Jedi fit in?
The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi would be at 8 because it's utter guff.
It's a great film.
It's not, man.
You were talking about the reshoots and stuff, changing of the director. If you didn't know that about Solo, you wouldn't guess.
Okay, good. All right.
Same with Rogue One. Rogue One went through extensive reshoots.
Rogue One was a great film.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Fantastic.
And one with the Force. And one with that was a great film.
But so's Solo, to be honest. It's just a fun.
I'll tell you what, Roger. Maybe we'll speak on Friday night, and I'll be letting you know if I want 35 quid off you or not. I know this. I don't want to sound like an old fart.
Too late.
But flipping cinemas are expensive now, aren't they?
Yeah.
The cinemas are expensive. We went to see Deadpool 2, right, this week, Monday, I think it was, and that's quite late into the Deadpool 2 run. That's been out for a while, right? And it was still 17 quid. This is in central London, obviously. £16.50 a ticket.
Ouch.
For Deadpool 2! And I'm thinking, and there's, and we wanted to go, me and Kath wanted to go to the pictures, and I had a discount, it was at Picture House, and I had a discount card, so I got 10% off, I got 4 quid off or something. But there's still part of me thinking, if I waited till this came out on DVD, I could buy the double disc edition for less than the price of one of these tickets. Maybe I should just wait and go and read a book for 2 hours. I don't know.
That for most films.
Yeah.
For most films now, to be honest. If it's a film that I know I'm going to really enjoy.
Yeah.
I'll just wait and buy it on Blu-ray.
I do like going to the cinema, and I know I love taking my kids to the cinema because it's a lot of fun, and we do the popcorn and we do the slush puppies, we do all of that. But again,
you like going with me to things that are going to scare me.
Sorry? Yeah, I do. But I remember when I was a kid, we mentioned the summer blockbuster. There would be like 1 or 2. I remember going to the cinema once in the summer holidays as a kid, maybe twice. I remember going 1 year to see Octopussy, 1 year to see Empire Strikes Back. Maybe we went twice because I went to see Popeye as well, and The Devil and Max Devlin. There's a good film. But now it's like every week.
Yeah, there'd be a summer film and there'd be one before Christmas.
Yeah. But now there's one every week, and a lot of them are good. That's the problem. A lot of them are really, really good.
Again, that's what's probably damaged Solo coming so soon after The Last Jedi, and so close to Infinity War and Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
But I think you'll enjoy it.
All right, mate. We'll speak to you on Friday.
Right, no worries, Ian.
Cheers, Roger. Thank you, mate. Terrible Overwatch player, and a really bad loser as well. That's the thing. Yeah, really bad.
It sounds so nice.
It doesn't he? Evening, Paul.
Good evening, both. How you doing?
Very well, thank you, Paul. What you got?
Good. And that was a genuine how you doing as well.
Okay.
Right, I came home quite late tonight, been out to see my brother and so on, and I just picked up on the conversation that's linked to with Kellogg's.
Yeah, this kid found a 15-centimetre Crunchy Nut Cornflake in his Crunchy Nut Cornflakes.
Right, okay. The reason I ask about it is because I had an issue with Kellogg's about, genuinely 6 months ago where I found some plastic in my Frosties.
Yes.
In fact, generally...
Your phone... Paul, go and stand back wherever you were standing, because your phone's breaking up, and I want to... Unless it's Kellogg's censoring this call, which they have the power to do.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. I can hear you there, Paul.
Yeah, good, man. It is a rubbish phone, to be honest.
Well.
He was actually my friend. We were giving him some Frosties, and it was like a big bit of plastic in there, like a good, inch and a bit or so of plastic. I took photos of it and so on. I contacted Kellogg's, and they asked for a sample of it. But what I did as well, because I hadn't written on it, actually did a Google of some of the terms written on it, and it turned it was from like a sorting machine which Kellogg's used. They were one of the one of the clients, I guess.
Yeah, back in the 70s, that would have counted as a free gift. Mum would have said, "Oh, look what we've got here! Go on, who wants that, kids? What are you whinging about?"
Free ice scraper.
How much did the people get? Was it a fiver?
Yeah, he got £4, the lad who got the 15cm cornflake.
You got money?
He got £4 quid in
You
vouchers.
just get a new bag, a new box.
£4 in vouchers. Well, that is a new box, £4, isn't it? Really?
I had £8.
Oh, mate.
£8 in vouchers.
You played the game.
No, I tell you what, man, it was terrifying.
Yeah.
But
why would you settle for £8? I wouldn't settle for that. Because
I'm more frightened than that.
£8's nothing, right? £8's nothing, right? So if you don't get the £8, oh well, I'll go, nah, I'm not happy with this, and I'm keeping hold of this actually, and I want a significantly better offer. Otherwise, I'm going to the press.
The trouble was, they took it off me.
Well, you're an idiot. Don't send it to them.
Yeah, I had to send it to them to have like the analysis. But yeah, they couldn't return it to me, and I had £8 of vouchers. I tell you what, the vouchers are beautiful.
The vouchers are beautiful, did you say?
No, they genuinely are. They've got a lovely picture of some corn on there.
Well, make sure you
so easily pleased.
Make sure you cash them in. They're back. This is like famous people writing a cheque. No one's going to cash a cheque by Frank Sinatra, are they?
Guess again.
Exactly. Was that Picasso? Picasso used to do this. He would write cheques for things, and then he'd do a doodle on the back. Because no one's going to cash a cheque signed by Picasso with a picture on the back. No one's going to cash that.
That is very true. The expiry date is the 31st of the 12th. And I'm not sure I could give these up by the end of the year, if I'm honest with you, because, it's beautiful.
I'll give you £6 for them.
Got 4
Yeah.
No chance.
There we go.
Thank you, Paul. No, £8. You go, no. And also, I wouldn't send it off. Here's the pictures. Here's the video. Here's a comparison next to a 50p piece, and I'll film it from all the angles. You deal with that to start with. And I'd complain to them, and I'd complain to the shop I bought it from.
And tell them to make you an offer.
Yeah, and then
I don't know why they gave the other bloke any money for finding a big Crunchy Nut Cornflake. He's just got a great big version of what he'd already bought. What's the problem with that?
Well, he couldn't eat it. He said he couldn't break it.
Oh, come on.
I don't think you really listened to the story.
No, I didn't really.
Okay, this is Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. Contact Talk Radio. Call 0344 499 1000. Text Talk and your message to 87222. Text costs 25p plus your standard network rate. Or you can tweet us at Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
Whoa, what's with the massive spotlight? It's your local Dulux Decorator Centre, centering on you. On me? On you and all our customers. See, everything we do, from online ordering 24/7 to rewarding you with nectar points, is centred on you. Blinding, eh? Blinding? I need my shades from the van.
From time-saving online ordering to nectar points with every purchase, you'll be happy talking to Dulux Decorator Centre. Find out more at duluxdecoratorcentre.co.uk or your local store. Dulux Decorator Centre, centred on you.
The Talk Big Broadband Sale is now even bigger. Our unlimited broadband is now just $18.95 a month, including line rental for 24 months. With no broadband mid-contract price rises guaranteed. The price you see is the price you pay every single month. No other major provider can promise this. That's why we've been voted Uswitch Best Broadband TV and Home Phone Provider 2018. Hurry, offer ends 31st of May. Visit talktalk.co.uk. Talk Talk, for everyone. Contract and conditions apply. $9.95 delivery charge.
Connor, that was quite a shift.
Yeah, you know, credit to the team.
Any assists?
Yeah, like with the award-winning Panasonic OLED TV. With HDR, it's like you're in the stadium. Just $1499 for the 55-inch. In fact, buy any 55-inch plus TV this summer, there's a 1 in 20 chance to get your money back. At Curry's PC World, we help you get it right.
16 plus, excludes Northern Ireland, ends 26th and 6th. Register 32 to 42 days after purchase. Full terms at currys.co.uk/free TV.
No rules nocturnal nattering for night birds, nurses, and Nosferatu.
Ah, right, cool.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Listen on DAB, download the app or go to talkradio.co.uk here Monday to Friday. Me and Kath, 10 o'clock at night. Paul Ross will be on at 1 o'clock. So, talking about cornflakes, and Sally just tweeted, Kellogg's invented cornflakes to stop masturbation. I didn't know that. I know that he was a bit of a, well, I know there was a film about him starring Anthony Hopkins. That's all I know about him. So he must be a bit more interesting. You knew about the masturbation, did you?
Yeah, and there was some kind of fundamentalist Christian thing going on, wasn't there?
This is from the Daily Mail online, 2015. What do cornflakes and masturbation have in common? Cream?
Oh, God.
Mr. Kellogg believed sexual desires caused... you do them first thing in the morning? Mr. Kellogg believed sexual... you think of sexy women while you do it? Don't know.
Cockerels?
Sorry? What did you say?
Cockerels. Oh, look, what is the Kellogg sign?
It's a cock. Mr. Kellogg believed sexual desires caused disease and invented the plain cereal to stop self-pleasuring. Cornflakes were invented by John Harvey Kellogg in the 19th century. He believed sex and masturbation were bad for the body. Created cornflakes as a decidedly plain meal to prevent masturbation. Also advocated yogurt enemas to prevent people from pleasuring themselves. For people the world over, a bowl of... Well, I can't wait to read the comments on this on the Mail Online. For people the world over, a bowl of cornflakes is the go-to breakfast of choice. But for the majority of those who look forward to their morning bowl, it will come as a surprise they were invented to stop people masturbating. John Harvey Kellogg, who first created the cereal in the late 19th century, originally intended it to be a, quote, healthy, ready-to-eat, anti-masturbatory morning meal.
What would you say about crunchy nuts?
Mr. Kellogg, a physician, was uncomfortable about sex, believing it was unhealthy for the body, mind and soul. He was celibate, having never consummated his marriage and keeping a separate bedroom from his wife. Very sensible. He also adopted his children rather than impregnating his partner.
Oh, I see.
And while he was anti-sex, he considered masturbation even worse. Self-pollution is a crime doubly abominable, he wrote. In his book, Plain Facts for Old and Young, he described 39 different symptoms which he said were caused by masturbation. Here we go. These included epilepsy, acne. Can you still get Biactol?
Oh, I remember that.
Do you remember it? It's like I've seen about it today. It was like proper hardcore soap for spots. It was in like a sort of tube, wasn't it? It was like a sort of big tube.
Do you remember Oxy-10?
Do you remember?
Really dry them out.
Oxycute them.
Yeah.
So I used to have Biactol. Didn't do anything unless they're advertising with us, in which case it's great. Masturbation causes epilepsy, acne, bad posture, stiff joints, infirmity, poor development, fickleness and palpitations.
So a lot of those come with old age. Is that what they're saying? It catches up with you.
Mr. Kellogg developed an enema machine in which the intestines were cleaned out with water. After flushing the bowels with water, he believed they would be further cleaned by administering a pint of yoghurt, half through the mouth, half through the anus.
Right, I think this man's got problems.
So he's anti-sex, anti-masturbation, but he wants to see cream dripping out of someone's bum.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he wants to put some of it in their mouth and some of it in their nipple.
Where are the comments? Where are these? Let's see. Stephen's got a sense of humour. Right, so this is the comment, right? First comment. My wife left me for a box of cornflakes, but it didn't last and we got back together. 2 years later, she left me for a box of Rice Krispies. That didn't last either. Once again, we reconciled. Yesterday, I found her in bed with a box of Ready Brek. I threw her out of the house. This serial adultery is killing me. Then the reply to that comment is, I love Ready Brek. Where can you get it? There we go, Josh says, so he thought sex was bad, but he had no problem putting yoghurt in his ass. Must admit, I've never seen anybody having a quickie whilst eating their cornflakes. Don't like cornflakes, says Tell, but there's nought wrong with the old 5-finger shuffle. What a weirdo. Kellogg's introduced circumcision for boys in the US. Really? Guess sales of cornflakes will now plummet because of this article. People will now become self-conscious without a doubt. I suppose eating cornflakes now actually says something about the person eating a bowlful. So, who would want to be seen eating them? Oh, God. Patriot Not a Lefty says, quick question. Does this work only for chicken chokers, or do bean flickers benefit too?
Whoa!
Flippin' heck, man! Anyway, that's that.
Kellogg's, eh?
Let's go to G. Good evening, G.
Morning, boss. Morning, Mrs. Boss.
Good evening.
I have a performance piece I would like to recite for you.
Is it a poem?
It's a performance piece, Kath.
Yes. Answer the question, G. Is it a poem?
Quite possibly one of...
Thanks very much for calling. Not on my watch, sunshine.
Or mine.
Evening, John.
Ryan.
You right?
Yeah, not so bad, yeah.
I think you need to eat some cornflakes, mate. You're out of breath there. What's going on?
I'm just having a fag.
Oh, okay. All right, fair play.
I'll do it.
Go on, what you got?
You was talking about the price of cinema tickets.
Oh, flipping heck, yes!
Yeah, me and the girlfriend was up north on, what was it, yesterday, or the day before. We went to see that Solo, and we saw it for $6.50 in Premier seats.
Flipping heck! That's
countrywide.
That is the thing, isn't it? That's the thing you get out of London, and you
No, it's countrywide. It's one of the major cinemas have dropped their prices.
For Solo, or for all the films?
For any film.
Well, hang on a minute. Who?
But can I say who it is?
Yeah, of course you can, 'cause I'm going to the pictures on Friday. I want to save a fortune.
You can take your boys, can't you?
Yeah.
View.
Why have they done that?
I don't know, just probably to get people bums on seats, I suppose.
For how long?
For good. For good.
Shut up, man!
Seriously,
they've dropped it?
I think there's one in Staines if you're in London, a couple in Croydon.
Catherine, Google it.
I'm on it. I'm
Google
all
it,
over
because if John is lying to me...
No, I'm not lying.
You sound... That view of...
seats for Solo, $6.50.
Shut up, man!
I had to share it. I thought, no,
hey, listen, if that's true, John, that's absolutely blinding.
Yeah,
because it's too expensive. It's so expensive. You know, if I take them...
We with the Odeon, we buy the cards, no limitless.
Yeah, me and Kath have seen a lot of films at the moment. I'm tempted to. I've got Picture House membership, so I get 10% off.
Yeah.
And also I've got 4 free tickets to use throughout the year, and I keep forgetting I've got the free tickets.
Yeah.
So I could have used the tickets to go and see Deadpool!
Right, 2 tickets.
Oh, that's a good film.
2 tickets to go and see Solo, A Star Wars Story in Aberdeen, The View, tomorrow, 5:40pm to 8:20, £11.48.
John?
No, we saw it in Carlisle, I swear to God.
John?
And he said it's with the boats in there.
John?
Swear to God, I'm not fibbing, I'm not.
So right, here's the thing. Let me get my Paxman hat on, right? So you're saying Catherine's fibbing?
No, I'm not. I don't know what we asked. Well, the bloke was also not telling the truth then, because we said, "Is this just in Carlisle?" He said, "No, it's countrywide."
John.
Swear to God.
Catherine's showing me the evidence.
Have a look at Carlisle then.
Yeah, go to Carlisle.
That's not countrywide, that's Carlisle.
That's Carlisle.
train.
You're right. I'm being silly. Right, let me see.
Oh, man alive. Hang on a sec. Stay there, John. This
Carlisle.
is... Yep.
Solo.
Yep.
No. Well, let me choose Carlisle.
No.
Apparently it's been bought by John for £11.
Are you spelling it right?
Yeah. I don't have to spell it. It's a drop down. Hey.
Oh.
Tomorrow. 6:40 2D. Book now.
Go on. What does it say?
It's just preparing my booking. £11.48 again.
John, thanks for calling, mate. You're banned for life. Why would you phone up and lie like that?
Maybe he's working for The View and he wanted us to get us say The View.
What a troll. What an absolute...
Did you see that?
What a troll. Unbelievable. I can only apologise, dear listener, for that.
Oh, no.
Sorry?
Oh.
You're right, Stephen.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you introduce me.
I
No,
didn't.
sorry.
We just went to you first and you were going, oh, no.
Oh, because I don't want you to cut me off. No, what John's saying is true, because we went to the cinema, we took my daughter to that horrible film that was Peter Rabbit, but no, yeah, and it's £6 each ticket, because I wouldn't pay £13 to go and watch that. Geez,
Okay, what chain of
money back.
what chain of cinemas was it?
The VUE one.
The VUE.
And it was, yeah, and that was in Bristol, and yeah, and they've slashed it. Don't get me wrong, their foyer is stupid. They've cut their staff and they're selling like £3 of sweets for £10 that you can get like in pound shop, and it's £6. I couldn't believe my girlfriend when she said it either. But nah, yeah, £6 a ticket. I don't know.
We were looking at 2 tickets there, £11.48.
No, you said what? Sorry? You should have looked at one. Hang on a minute, Stephen.
Yeah.
Catherine, would you now? It automatically gave me 2. Right, let's do it again.
Now you see, flipping heck.
Shh, they won't notice. Shush.
Oh, jeez.
Right, shush.
They've like half the prices, and just to get bums on seats, because yeah, no.
Hang on.
What the hell? What the hell? Why is my phone?
Hang on, Stephen. John, it's Iain Lee. You're back on the air.
Oh, we were going to apologise. I was just listening.
I'm not going to apologise, John, because I never doubted you. But Catherine, I think owes you.
I just turned the screen round and it said £11.48.
Catherine,
you didn't look at the detail.
Catherine, I think owes you a huge apology, John. And so I'm handing you over to Catherine.
It didn't ask me if I wanted more than 1 ticket. It just gave me 2. Why?
Oh,
Why would it do that?
So yeah, it's true. Yeah.
That's the price for 2.
Yeah.
Well, that's
A bit, yeah.
Well, you know where to go in future then, don't you? With your kids.
I'm stepping out. You guys sort this out between yourselves. I'm stepping out. I can't watch a good friend of mine being humiliated like this on radio.
I'm sorry, guys. It was an oversight. I hit the quick book thing at the bottom and it automatically shows you 2 tickets.
Oh, okay.
So really, it's the View's fault, if anyone's.
Well, at least you know now.
At least I know. I haven't got a View near me, but it's good for Ian, who's got gets paid about 3 times what I get.
If you go live, you get
Carlisle, yeah.
Yeah. Or Croydon, or Staines.
That's miles away from where I live. I can't afford to live in London. I'm poor. I'm like Bob Cratchit. It takes me ages to get home after a show, you know. Especially if I'm embarrassed. I mean, I'm going to be driving home in humiliation and shame.
No worries, though. If it's for the price of 2, easy mistake to make.
Oh, yeah. It was a trick, really, by the View, but yeah, okay, I'll take it as my mistake. So, thanks very much.
No worries. Cheers.
Bye. All right, Stephen.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Please hang up. Sorry about this. It's because Ian's not in here. He'll stop in a minute.
But still go to the cinema, but just take your own popcorn and sweets, innit? Because that's just still a scam.
I've got a big bag. Have you?
Oh, I've got a backpack.
Nice. Do they check it where you are?
Well, I wouldn't let them check it. Even if they did, it's just our packed lunch, innit? They can't prove that.
You're going somewhere after?
Sandwiches, isn't it? It was our packed lunch, yeah.
Yeah. You could say you're going for a picnic after.
Yeah. Oh, I just wanted to confirm that anyway. I was just glad to
I appreciate
speak to you guys again.
You were right to stand up for a thingy that got it.
I wasn't standing up for him. Just like I was going to ring up the other night and say that they'd half their price. Hopefully, it stays at half price because like £13 is extortionate.
Yeah, let's hope it's not publicity stunt, because that's quite a good price, isn't it? £6.
Yeah.
Not even £6 if it's £11.48. What's that? Let me get a calculator. Anyway, thanks, Stephen.
Yeah, good night.
Bye, night, bye. Night, bye. 11.48 divided by 2 is £5.74. 2018, £5.74. That's not bad at all, is it? Who's that clicking?
Morning, Mrs. Boss.
Who's that? Oh, is that you, Guardian?
No.
Incorrect answer.
Does that work?
Not really. If you've come on to do another poem...
It's not a poem.
Will you say that?
Performance piece.
It's a what? Performance piece. Does it rhyme?
Yes.
Does it rhyme?
In some places, maybe.
Jog on, G.
That.
Is it time for an advert? I feel like one. Frankly, guys, do you know what? I don't get paid enough to do this show, so I'm going to just sit here and do some work. If you just want to talk amongst yourselves, that'd be cool.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
We thought, okay.
Beautifully done. Beautifully done. I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you.
Thanks, that'll be all.
Wow.
Surprise.
Really proud of
You're
you.
never coming back in.
For free at PokerStars, BetStars and PokerStars.
Really proud of you. You did that perfectly. That was great. I love listening to that.
It's 13th of June.
That was a good version.
Yeah, it's good, wasn't it?
£100 million for the winner or shared if more than one. T's and C's apply. See betstars.co.uk for details. 18 plus only. BeGambleAware.org. Please play responsibly.
Ocean credit card.
If you're looking for credit, go to askocean.co.uk and see in seconds if you'll be accepted for an Ocean credit card before you apply. Checking doesn't affect your credit rating, and with a credit limit of up to £1,500, it's a no-brainer. Go to askocean.co.uk right now and get an answer in seconds. 39.9% APR representative variable. Intelligent Lending Limited is a credit broker. Capital One is the exclusive lender.
Askocean.co.uk.
When a stroke strikes, the damage spreads like a fire in the brain.
I love
When you
listening to
spot
that. Well
any
done.
single
Well
one
done.
of the signs, think
You're good,
and
man.
act fast. F. Face. Has it
Is
fallen
that-
on one side?
is that G?
A.
No.
Arms. Can
Does
they
it
raise
rhyme
them?
in places?
S.
Right, no. Oh.
Is it slurred? T. Time to dial 999. The faster you act, the better their chances. So
This
even
is our job!
act fast. Make the call. Dial 999. Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Weekends with Penny Smith.
On Talk Radio.
I'm Penny Smith. Join me on Talk
With my
Radio
pants,
for the
guys.
perfect weekend breakfast. I'm going to be reviewing the papers, taking a look at all the best new
God, they're
film
clean, they've been washed.
releases, and I'm
They've
going
been
to be
washed.
chatting to a whole
Anyone
host
want
of
to find out?
celebrity guests
Throw it to the wall.
live in
Stick.
the studio.
Weekends with Penny Smith. Saturday and Sunday morning from 7.
On Talk Radio, we'll get you talking.
Tales of mystery and imagination on the radio show that does things differently.
Dolly Parton, I listen to a record all day long.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I'm a nut job, but not that kind of nut job.
On Talk Radio.
Honest to God, it's the new Breaking Bad.
Oh no!
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Paul Ross will be on in about 20 minutes' time. Let's go to George. Good evening, George.
Hello, Ian, Kath.
Hello, George. Lovely to see you. What you got for us tonight?
You can't see me. You can only hear me.
I'm seeing you with my third eye.
I can see you because I'm watching you on YouTube, but you disappeared and I was worried about you. But there must have been a story there to your disappearance.
Catherine had tried to destroy and pwn some of my listeners. She was proved wrong. Nothing to do with me. I thought I'd let her man up and apologise. Instead, she acted like a pussy.
Wow.
Like a pussy.
I know, isn't that outrageous, George?
It is. It is. I'm still thinking back to our call a couple of days ago when I seemed to have got cut off and I was trying to play you a bit of music that I thought you might be able to use as a jingle. And I think it would be nice for the future if you would put it out there for people to send you in jingles.
We've got jingles. We've got them. There's a song called Africa by Toto.
Yeah, I know it's not really a jingle though.
Well, we don't really have jingles.
Well, I'm saying it would be fun if people sent in what could be a jingle.
But do we have jingles? We don't really have jingles, do we? I don't know if we do.
No, I don't. You cut me off before I could play it.
No, I didn't. I said I remember it now. I said I'd give you 30 seconds, and like a minute into it, we still hadn't heard the music.
Yeah, well, I've got it lined up with the music now.
Are you sure you've got it lined up with the music?
And
all right. Okay.
Can I just ask a quick question?
Yeah.
A little housekeeping question. Are your neighbours going to be annoyed by this?
No.
Okay.
They'll be deaf. They don't care. Okay, go on.
A big build-up, that's all. Yeah.
30 seconds.
Yeah, advance warning.
This is not. This is not queued up.
Can you take a jingle from one of the tracks on the...
This is exactly the same bit! George!
The last track
There's anything on it.
So loud as well.
Oh, God.
You tell me which track. The last track.
It's exactly where we were last.
Not having it ready 15 years ago.
The last track when it comes into the tune.
Yeah.
How many tracks are there? What number is it?
7.
Number
30
7.
seconds has gone.
Here we go. All right then, let's see. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Is it? It's a bit. Is it? I don't know. I think we need to start the show with some oomph.
Oh, George, it's awful!
I'm not sure. Would that sound right?
That's lovely.
George!
Come up with a jingle. Hang on a minute.
George!
Oh, where's it gone? I haven't taken it. Is it on there?
Oh, God. George! George!
Do it again.
Well, you can't come in just on the... You've got to have the beat, haven't you?
George!
So start there.
George! Every time Clive stops, I think George has stopped it, and he's not.
I don't know.
George! George!
Just a little bit...
Goodbye. Let's go to Vanessa. Good evening, Vanessa.
Oh, is that Ian?
Is that Vanessa?
Oh, yes, it is.
This is Ian, then, in that case. What can I do for you, my love?
Oh, Ian.
Are you married?
Please.
No, I'm not married, but I'm with a partner.
Okay, fine. How solid is that relationship, if you don't mind me asking?
6 years in.
So still